What is up, guys? Cyber Houdini here, and welcome back to Days Gone, baby. Yes, it has been 5 years since this game came out, and you know, it's still on my mind. It's a special game. I know Sony didn't appreciate it as much to give it a sequel, but damn it, do we appreciate it. Everyone looks back at this, sees that it's the perfect blend of Walking Dead, The Last of Us, and World War Z. You've got this beautiful kind of Oregon, Washington state setting, you know. You've got that weather, the trees, everything. The landscape is awesome. And you've got wonderful characters with Deacon, Boozer, Sarah. You've got Ricky and O'Brien out there as well. Just lots of great characters. They've said that if they had been given the go-ahead, they would have had a sequel out by now, you know, within around a 3-year turnaround, which is still pretty ambitious, but yeah, it would have been nice. That is what it is. They're working on a new IP. They're going to build off of this open world concept they've got, many of the other things in this engine. So I'm happy to see where they go with that, you know. I'm here for Sony Bend, you know, between Siphon Filter, Days Gone, and whatever else is coming. They're a special little team, you know. I enjoy this game a lot. A lot of people were kind of a little bit divisive on the bike, you know. It's like, oh man, it's too much upkeep, or it doesn't feel great, but I think it feels real and heavy, you know? Some good shit. Oh yeah, baby, it's Friday, we're gonna be killing some zombies. Damn, this is heavy spoilers. I think this game plays more like Red Dead Redemption in concept, in layout and pacing, rather than Last of Us, you know? Between the extra areas, the live music, treating your bike like a horse, like it's your own baby, you know? That's how I see it. And the more you kind of realize that between the skinning of animals and that, realize that it actually is like Red Dead, more people would appreciate it. By the time it came to PC, it's been one of the top Sony PC games. Like, I'd heard Ratchet and Clank ain't doing so hot, and a few others ain't doing good. But Days Gone sold like gangbusters. Sheesh. Hey, Amid, how's it going? Happy Friday, dude. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, we went fucking hard on Remnant 2 last night. There was no need for that. Like, it was nightmare mode. I don't know. Sometimes you just get tunnel vision, right? And you're like, well, I'm not going to let this thing beat me, even if it's a freaking hour, you know? God damn. But no one needs that. That's a mess. But Remnant 2 is pretty special. Are you thinking of picking up Baldur's Gate 3 at all? Is that something you're into? It's out on PC now, but it won't be out on console for another month, I think. So, yeah. So we made it to the next area, the new island, Ricky Lakes, as I call her. Iron Mike's place, but really it's Ricky that's in charge. We haven't really got, we've killed a few hordes, but we haven't got the right equipment for it. They very cleverly don't allow you to have access to the LMGs and stuff till way late in the game, like almost the end. So if you want to go after those hordes, you have to be very, very smart in how you do it. You either have to set up like a lot of explosives and some decent guns, but you're very limited right now. Like, we've got this really nice little Spec Ops gun, but even at that, it's only 32 on the magazine, which is decent enough for a horde, honestly. But some of the bigger ones, you're talking like 250 fucking zombies, you know? I think the first time they give you full open access is when you fight the horde in the log place. It's part of the story. I thought this place would have some gas. I need some gas. I've noticed you won't find gas really in the fucking areas because they want you to straight up buy it. Gas can be expensive. Any plans for the weekend, dude? How's the legs doing? We've had a really nice week here. I'm very happy. Between like doing Telltale, the Expanse. It's kind of a short and sweet episode. I probably could have went back and changed a few other things. Then we had Pikmin 4 as well. That's been awesome. Doing a nighttime mission there. Then lots more Remnant, of course. You'll always find me favoring a Souls. Like, I can't help it. It's the boss stuff. It's the old school gamer in me. I love a challenge, even if it's a head wreck. I just need a safe word, you know, like pineapple or something. I've always said that to people. It's like, hey, you know, because I spent like 2 hours on the Valkyries back in the day in God of War, and I'm like, hey, we need a safe word to get me out of the trance, because that's the only word for it. It's a boss trance. I will not stop until he's dead. It's a pure Irish determination, but really it's stubbornness. We have a nice festival coming up shortly here in Ireland. They do this kind of little European thing. We get a lot of Europeans and Americans and everyone from all around the world that go to this festival. They put it in this tiny little town. I never know why. That should be fun. I watched a streamer play a door. Yeah, you were saying that he's struggling with the boss. There's a boss in it? I thought it was a little farming sim thing. Cool. Which made me kind of anxious to do it. Okay. But then you did it first try. Nice, dude. Yeah, did you ever notice that? And do you give yourself like a mini pat in the back? Like, you don't want to give them shit or anything, but you're like, okay. I've definitely been there. I always say that people will have different struggles. I think when we were playing Kena together, do you remember that? And I was getting rocked by one boss, and you were like, huh, that did not cause me trouble. But then we went on to another boss or something, and I remember you going like, you son of a bitch. How the fuck? It might have been the boss, the archer, one of those. Maybe I was having trouble with him. Who knows? Sometimes I'll just get dumb luck. But honestly, it's always a good sign of... you can see how other people's brains work. Like, some people are more tactical, but their reactions are bad, you know, that kind of way. So they're sneaky, and they are better at getting into position, but then their reactions are bad, so they're dying, you know. And then other people are like cracked out babies with fucking Neo reactions, you know. It's like, what the hell? But then they walk straight into battle, or they're about as subtle as a brick wall like me, you know. So it can be something like that. There's some gas over there, I think. It's a funny game, like, you're always looking out for little red things. Nope. I fast traveled here, which was I now in hindsight realize was a bad idea because they have no gas anywhere. So I fast traveled and given myself an empty tank. Smart boy. Now usually when you fast travel to a place, they will offer you gas for a lot of cost. Sometimes to fill the tank is about 300 credits, which is a good bit. Maybe this is one here. Maybe I can get the bike down here. It's hard to tell. Nice. Struck me good. Couldn't believe how... Yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but there you go. It's very rare. Hello, OJJ. How's it going, man? How you doing, dude? Did you get to play any more Double Dragon? Nice. Next week we should have the Atlas Fallen game, which the more I look at it, it's kind of like a Devil May Cry old school God of War. Although I know I have been throwing that word out a lot lately. Especially with Final Fantasy 16.
Hey guys, open the damn gates. That drifter, open up.
Your driftwood, hollow end of no use. I don't know whatever happened to Travis. They were a good band. Bonk! I'm okay. Can't say the same about my ass though.
Off the tank.
Fill her up, Mac. Can I get some Twizzlers and Twinkies and Twonkers? Definitely, you guys in America have some of the best named stuff. Like, what the hell is a Twizzler Twonker? Twinkie Twonkers. Sir? God, this attendant was spitting at me and growling in an unusual language. Is that normal? Alright, let's head over to Iron Mike's. Look at this place. What a disaster. Yeah, they had plans for a sequel. But I think a lot of teams say that. It's very easy to talk shit in hindsight, you know what I mean? But the choices in the moment is very different. Like they had said that if Sony didn't interfere and weren't so sales orientated, that they would have had a sequel to this out by now, you know? Which would have been about, you know, a 4-year or turnover or whatever. Which is about right. Fuck, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, Lord Jesus! I don't think that's even jumpable. That's not one of those. Oh, bad.
Shit, perfect timing.
Oh, is it? Okay. You're not being sarcastic again? Okay. Definitely perfect timing. Next week I'll spend with friends, so if Monday the week after is sunny, I go hiking. Lovely, dude. Dude, it'd be great to get that hike in just before work, like 2 days before. Give you enough time to recover, but still have that high, you know? And not since the first go around, I think maybe fun. Oh, there's nice. For sure, dude, for sure. Maybe it'll go on one of these game passes or something. That's what they did for Shredder's Revenge. Wonder how much that new DLC is. Boss was the Mask Maker. Yes! Jesus Christ. What a great game. I know they're hard at work on their next game. Ember Lab. The great indie devs, you'll keep an eye on their name. Also helps if they're an easy name to remember, you know. But yeah, I think like Heart Machine with Hyperlight Drifter and Solar Ash is definitely a top 10 indies in my head that I will always keep an eye on. That's what I was saying earlier about I don't know why there's a little, that was weird, there's a little magnifying glass on the map there. Yeah, since I started with YouTube and moving over to Twitch and all that, there's certain indie devs that kind of you started your channel with, and you got a little special place in my heart. I just seen there as well, like, I would have had that Twitter account for a long time, but it said it just celebrated 10 years. It was trying to do my X anniversary. I'm like, huh? But yeah, there we go. Alright, so this is Iron Mike's. This is a new area. I spend a lot of time here. It's mainly because of Ricky. She a little baddie. She's the mechanic, but to me, she's definitely closer to the main chick. I'm telling you, it's those little petite baddies you gotta watch out, man. They're crawling all over your body like a... Jesus.
Deacon, hey.
All right.
Okay? What's wrong?
Actually, that's not why I'm here.
Okay.
Came by to see if there's anything you need for the infirmary.
Actually, we're running low on everything. I mean, we could always use more
Addy,
meds,
the
sterile
local
bandages,
doctor?
instruments.
I don't think Baldur's Gate would be my thing. I used to love the old ones and Dark Alliance, but Dark Alliance was, I think it was like top-down action, you know, dungeon crawler stuff. So that was more my speed. But I'm not gonna lie, things like D&D and dice rolling and tactical stuff, come on, it's not me. Let's be honest. I'm not a tactician. I am, you know, bull in a Chinese shop. I'll get shit done, but there may be some casualties.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I fucked with Dark Alliance. I think, was it on the PS2 at the time? Yes. Yes. To the PS2. That thing, that might be the best. The PS1 was fantastic as well, but PS2, because you could play all those games as well, that was an amazing machine. And the DVDs and everything. Yes, please. Wasn't Tyson called Iron Mike as well? Yeah, see, there you go, there you go. And then this guy looks like fucking, what's his name? Mike from Breaking Bad as well. I don't think that's a coincidence. He was called Iron Mike. Fucking Tyson is doing awesome now, and he's a good dude, you know. I think he learned a lot. I think he came away from addiction as well. And yeah, like, you can imagine the pressures at the height of his career, not to mention like the meddling from like politicians probably and mafia and all. Like all those fights are all like, you know, there's a lot of meddling going on, you know. You can imagine what goes on in the dressing room before the fight. And yeah, of course, then the famous ear biting as well incident. And then he was in jail for a bit, right? But he's a good dude now. He's like, he sells weed. He said it pretty much saved his life as well. And he has his own brand and his own fucking farms and everything. He's a good dude. People make it out the other side like that. They usually have a hell of a story to tell and some lessons to teach people too. You know, you don't have to follow in their footsteps, but definitely helps to learn a little bit from it. I filled up there, but I'm still at 78%. Maybe I can upgrade my bike a little bit. Let's see. I don't think so. How this game works is you do jobs for each camp, and you have a choice to send people to one camp to favor the other, you know, that kind of way. But what it does is it raises the trust level, and that opens up new things in the shops. It's actually really clever. But just doing things in the general area helps that camp as well. Where's the mechanic? It's over here. Look at that slow walk. Good lord.
You're here to trade, right?
Let's see, performance. Anything better? No, we need another trust level. Yeah, just like about 5 or so camps.
Shit.
Big ass game. We should get down on that for sure, dude. I would love that. I would love that. I'll look into it. All right. I'll probably just pick it up just to play with you.
A couple of guys burned out
Mike in BRB. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Damn it. Breaking Bad. Okay, there we go. What the fuck? I've never seen it. My brain did not connect it. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a great show. I still think that's one of the greats. I don't know if we've had a show quite that caliber since then. What the fuck? I couldn't put the pieces together. I'm sorry. Must be that Friday feeling like You're hype as hell to get into the weekend, but the batteries are empty. Need to watch that? Oh, it's really good. It's really good. Even just give the first season, like binge the shit out of it, give it a go, and see what you think. But the show changes drastically. Like it starts out as just a teacher with cancer, you know. So he's like, fuck it, I don't care. I don't care about the law, I don't care about anything anymore. And Bryan Cranston, you might know him from lots of movies, but mainly probably the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. But, you know, that's a heavy comedy role. But Breaking Bad, he plays it fucking scary, you know. Yeah, it gets into crazy drug running and everything. Wild. Great characters, great story development, great character development. Like, you could look at them from the first episode and the very last one and not recognize a single person because they've changed that much. Did that really take 100 damage? I'm playing this on bollocks hard mode because it's not my first run through. Alright, let's see. What am I looking for? What the fuck? I don't even know you. Who is doing that? It's not the zombies. You dirty bitch.
Raiders. Damn it, I should have been.
Awee! Hello, sir. I just wanted a fucking slushy. Why you gotta bash my brains in, man?
Get out of the open!
God damn it. The hell is happening to 7-Elevens?
Here we go.
It's just a typical day. Just some good old boys. I said, no shoes, no shirt, no service. You have to test me, didn't you, you motherfuckers? I wonder has anyone actually gotten, like, really crazy about that. I swear to God. I didn't see a single one of them, but they're pretty good at hiding. That hurt. Okay, now what? Was that part of the mission? Nope. I will say the mission structure of this game is a little bit odd. It's kind of all over the place. You'll have like 6 going at once, and when you finish it, you'll be in a camp, but the next part of it won't load till you leave the camp, but it might make you go straight back. So you're kind of like, huh? But it's okay. I think the idea is to create the just random nature of what people want. Instead of just like, yeah, while you're here, let's do 17 missions. So
Door's locked.
it's fine. See, can we jump the roof? Could get up there. Let's try that. Ma'am, you okay? Can I use this ladder? Come on! Oh, jeez. You had to make sure it was a real ladder, you know? Just fucking dick slap it a few times. Try and follow me now. What? What? The man! The myth, the moron! Why did he not grab the ledge? When I said you could rub your balls off it, I was only joking. Deacon St. Balls. I wonder is it because there's people around? That was strange. That seemed like the perfect thing to do there. Yeah, but it's literally in the opening logo. True. Binged their Game of Thrones within a month. Holy shit. Saw a dude walking in the grocery store barefoot. Oh, damn. Barefoot Contessa. That's right. Hang out at the bottom of... No. Where are you, fuckers? Say cheese. Cut down on heating bills. Use Molotov cocktail. You can shoot this man. That is a happy ladder. No, 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 no. Can he really not jump that? In the apocalypse, everyone turns into Tasmanian Devil. Dude, I'd love to play a zombie in a show. I'd play one in real life. Oh, you didn't change gun. Come on. It's a little bit of a delay there when he's climbing. That's more like it. They'll find a way in. Oh, sorry to disturb you. Jesus, when you walk in on your parents, huh? Sorry about that.
Fire escape.
Let's not open the locked door until we need to, huh? Don't you do it. Oh. Look at that. That's not a knife.
This is it.
This is a knife.
Back to Addie.
A bloodletting knife. Let's just checking. That's the only door out of here. They're all waiting. Down to down to down now, down to down to down now. Diddle down, diddle down, diddle down. You don't know me. Let's mess around with them a little bit. Thank you for your patronage. In the post-apocalypse, you gotta go back to like old school.
Thank you, Deacon. You have no idea how badly.
A bloodletting knife, a bone-cutting knife.
Glad to help.
Ugh. No one said a word. I've seen some things in y'all's Walmarts and Targets. Holy shit! Especially with the rise of OnlyFans, people are getting more daring every day. Damn! I want to get some frozen peas. And he was fucking... Instead of closing the freezer door, all I saw was backflaps. Good God, man. What kind of Walmart is those? It'll get to the point where they'll have to, like, legalize exposure. I suppose it already kind of is, but... I don't know, people. Imagine a real-life, worldwide apocalypse happen. Zombies, nuclear fallout, yeah. Wonder how long would it take actual money to become worthless? A week, a month? Yeah, probably a few months. You're right, yeah, people will try and like amass fortunes for it, then just to become worthless. Wouldn't be long before normal bartering would become a thing. There'd be things like medicine, I think, would be worth its weight in gold, for sure. That's what most people flock to. You even see in these times, you know, between riots, looting, and protests and all that. Even during COVID.
Here's that knife you were looking for.
Because it's gone that bad, you know?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. No
I almost don't blame people because these are life-saving medicine and the price of it. But also can't really support too much lawlessness because the whole infrastructure of society will shut down. And it takes very little. We've seen it, you know. The mob mentality takes over. Doodle doodle doo. New skill point. The skills in this game are nice. It's pretty varied, you know. I find in a lot of games there's very little point to some of the skill trees. You just feel like you're getting an arbitrary point to put into something, but you're fine without them. That's always a good test. Like if you're fine without any of these skills, then yeah, it can make it a little bit pointless. Cover from a knockdown, bull rush, ability to stun normal enemy or swarmer, ability to perform longer combos, melee, talk shit, get hit. Let's do that. I feel like the survival tree is the most useless. Skill tier 4. What we got over here? Home run significantly increase the damage of both crafted and found melee. Just roll with it. Press to reduce stamina. Yeah. Ability to stun weaker enemies by hitting them with a rock. Lol. They're all good. Good old Deacon. Let's hope that never happens. Yeah, yeah. I mean, nowadays things are already pretty bad with how people can treat each other. That's when you really start to see the depravity of man. Let's see, you feel like you get like 200 or 300 meters away, and they call you up for the next mission. Kind of goofy. You find yourself getting far enough away to spend a bit of ammo. But yeah, there's a good bit of crafting in the game, hunting as well, skinning the animals. I hope this Red Dead Redemption remaster, remake is real. Because I think enough time. I always say like about 10 years might not make things retro or classic or whatever, but it's enough for a new generation of gamers to come up and get to play them, you know. The young gamers becoming teens. And apparently Square Enix has a few more surprises up their sleeve. The rumor is Final Fantasy IX Remake or Final Fantasy Tactics. Or both. Who knows? They'll keep remaking stuff if we keep buying them. So, and we got like fucking Tactics Ogres back. That was cool. Those two were kind of heavily connected with each other. Same director, then he moved on. And then he came back. It was during the time of like Vagrant story. There's a great story there as well. Centered all around that. Matsuno, great director. He basically did the whole of Ivalice. So you've got like Vagrant story, Final Fantasy 11, Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy Tactics, and Tactics A2. And it's just wonderful. He never really got proper respect, sadly. Nearly all of them became cult classics. This is O'Brien. He's kind of the central bad guy. He's just a kid, another scientist, but he has too much knowledge and power over Deacon. He's the last person to see his fiancée, Sarah. He's also heavily connected to Nero, which is the FEMA of this world, but they're more shadow organization than FEMA. FEMA generally want to help people in real life.
My help.
Just take it.
They do love their creepy governments and scientists and shit.
Shit, I don't even know your name.
Deacon St.
Look, Deacon St. John.
I'm really happy to be getting to play a game centered around the Expanse. There's so many board games these days. Do you guys fuck with those? Any of those adult board games? I suppose calling them adult ones makes them sound dirty, but just board games and tabletop RPGs. Not just full on D&D, but just centered around everything. Goodbye.
Radio close. It's been right here the whole time.
Fucker.
Jesus Christ, how long do I have to wait now?
Hello? You there, Deacon?
Yeah, I'm here. Now, what's this all about? What do you want?
Hey DPG, how's it going, dude? Happy Friday, man.
This channel, it's secure.
What do you want?
I've sent a series of coordinates to your radio. I need you to go to those locations.
What? Why?
Just
Yes.
to me. There are several Nero task groups doing work in the field. I need to know what they're doing.
Then why don't you ask them?
I can't. Look, I said it's a long story, and I don't have time to get into it right now. Let's just say the men above me, way above me, are running a lot of
Sure, yeah. FEMA.
missions, all separate from each other. Nobody knows what anyone else is doing.
So the world ends and you assholes carry on like nothing's changed.
So I have like 3 pairs of Joy-Cons that are kind of fucked, and
All right.
Nintendo,
See what I can do.
because of the class action lawsuit,
As you can.
will
There are active LZs, landing
fix
sites,
them or
several
replace them for
locations.
free.
Yeah, I got it, but you
And-
have something for me, O'Brien.
The rumors of the Switch 2
I got
for
it.
next year are really heating up, you know.
Hold on.
So, if you're thinking like I'm thinking, now is the time to get those Joy-Cons fixed, and as much as it maybe hurts, not use them. And that's weird. Get them fixed, because here's what happens. People have reported like they get the Joy-Cons fixed and they're getting maybe a year out of them, or as little as 3 months before the drift comes back. So my argument would be, go get them fixed for free before they whip that offer away. And if you're thinking of trading the Switch in for the Switch 2, because I'm thinking it's going to be backwards compatible. They've almost confirmed that. They don't want to 100% confirm it until they can use it as a big selling point, you know. But yeah, I'm excited. I haven't upgraded mine to OLED or anything. I've heard the Switch, they're going to do the same again though.
O'Brien.
We're gonna do,
I'm here. What do you
One of our helos is heading towards your position.
a normal
You have to
screen,
follow it.
LCD screen,
follow it? Why?
and then an OLED later.
Just go! Don't lose it.
Alright. Gotta follow this
Jesus, man.
helicopter.
All right. What's going on, O'Brien? Why am I out here in the shit chasing choppers down for you?
Their destination's classified. I'm locked out of their files. so I can't give you the coordinates.
You couldn't tell it's like a Rockstar game.
I have to follow them in.
Jesus, don't you guys
Following
have
cars.
spy satellites? Shit like that?
Oh, that's down.
Not that I have access to, no. I told you.
Locked out. Yeah, I heard you.
Don't lose them.
We'll start seeing the mutated infected, so like screamers, the tanks. Oh yeah. It's a pretty long game. It's on PC too. Like I definitely recommend it on PC because it's 4K
Come
60,
on now.
baby.
Can't let him get too far ahead. They're slowing down. O'Brien, they're landing.
Good. I have their coordinates now via your radio. You better go in on foot.
On foot.
Remember, you can't let them see you.
Don't you love stealth missions? So
O'Brien,
yeah, that's my
What do
plan.
you want me to do?
The Switch is in desperate need of an upgrade.
Units have a science guy. Like me.
I pretty much
Bunch of goons.
have gone through
Need you to get close to
PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch all with some kind of drift.
record everything they're doing.
Okay, so you want me to sneak into an LZ filled with heavily armed Kevlar-wearing soldiers who shoot on sights?
Get a little bit of snow. This one takes place in Washington State,
Protector, really? I'm a
Northwest
asshole.
America.
Which stands for
I always, to this day, I still do, but I always got confused with Washington D.C., East Coast, Washington State, Northwest.
Like, you know, satellites.
the complete opposite end of the country. How they all do geography, I don't know.
On the books. I'm gonna find out where they're going next.
This guy's a chatty caddy, isn't he?
You don't need to ask. I'm already looking into what records we have about where evacuees were taken. Self-talk. O'Brien out.
So this is where you can use rocks to distract
This has
him.
gotta be it. What the hell are you guys doing out here?
What you told? I heard some shit.
What do you want me to do? Get inside the helicopter? Oh, what's that? Square? I'm putting a tracker beaker on. Now I have to find this researcher over here.
How are you feeling?
I don't like stealth. I am a bull in a china shop. I don't have patience. Anybody in here?
It's getting late. I can see that. Keep your eyes open.
What's this supposed to be? Adam Finch. Somebody sounds sick. Yeah, so I'm more than willing to trade up.
Goddamn clouds.
For sure.
Oregon, there's always
The rumors are like they're gonna have some little.
Field note 2071. We'll be
What the
entering the traps
fuck?
at Site 14 Alpha. Have confirmed a large male subject with confirmed albinism mutation.
Oh,
Subject has expected lack of skin pigmentation and reddish eyes.
I didn't know I
Muscle
could
mass
listen
appears
from
to
her.
be 40% greater than normal infected subjects.
and then I thought they were gonna release it by May, but now they're saying it's pushed back a little bit to the fall. Nintendo's never been a big release in fall kind of company, and that will interfere with the PS5 Pro. But it's not like we haven't had two consoles releasing around the same time anyway, so we'll see. Still grinding on Hogwarts. Nice, dude. You'll get there. You're almost there. You're fucking flying through it, man. No rush. Good on you. You've literally been playing it like 3 days straight. Return to your bike. That's all I need to do. Nice one.
What the hell, O'Brien?
What's wrong?
I'll tell you what's wrong. Your boys were carving.
This is
out
the
free while it was still
PS4
alive.
version with a few little PS5 trimmings, but I don't notice any
What do you guys
SSD
call yourselves,
goodies.
directors? Don't you kill the infected for money or whatever shit you barter with?
What time is it?
Yeah, I kill freaks, but I don't carve them open while they're still alive and listen to them scream.
Did you get my
Why not?
Yeah, I got your data.
Okay, I'm uploading it now. I'll be in touch. O'Brien out.
Alright, I think I'm safe.
O'Brien. O'Brien.
Oh, that went well. First time. Hey.
God damn it, he did
You know
it
your
again.
geography? No, I don't. It's more just learning
O'Brien,
from
talk to me.
fucking doing stupid things. I couldn't point out anything. No, me neither, dude. Like the middle ones, like things like Wyoming and Ohio and Idaho and nope, couldn't. I know a lot of the border states because they're kind of easy, you know. That's about it. But it's the ones in the middle, and especially northeast, you know, around the fucking what's New England, that kind of place, you know, up above New York. There's like 6 or 7 states jammed in there, dude. I couldn't tell you much of any of them, you know. Like, I was still confused because...
Squatter camp.
Like I was just saying, there's Washington, D.C., the city, and Washington State. But what if I told you there's Portland, Oregon, where we're in the game, and Portland, Maine, on the other side of the country? Which I always confuse as well, because it's usually in Stephen King stuff. He likes Castle Rock, Maine. He's a big Maine guy. Maine is, what do they call it? The upper state, upper New York state, something like that. Can't remember. You know, like, there's be a lot of fear around America these days. And I think that's a lot of shite.
Yeah, no, maybe another time, Cope.
Yeah, no, what's this?
This has got to be it.
What the fuck?
I'm coming for you.
Ripper Camp? Yep.
She's got to be out here.
And Nest as well. I need to find another suppressor. You can buy suppressors from the shops, but you can actually get them from mufflers in cars, which I know is a little bit far-fetched. Oh, didn't lock onto it there. But I like it. I like that you can get it now with cars. You can always tell where there's a nest, where honestly, let's be honest, it's poop. And I don't know what they're building the nest out of, but it's a poop-like thing. It's got to be poop. It's mud, poop, any of this kind of stuff as well. This kind of debris is a good sign of a nest. If you get close enough, it'll mark it on your mini-map, but otherwise, yeah. Yeah, so I get fucking confused with shit like that. I love that they call them freakers instead of zombies, but they have such a animalistic, like, nesting.
I can smell it.
Yeah, and they always talk about the smell as well, so you can definitely imagine that it's poop. I mean, what's the best bonding agent besides, like, fucking poop and bile and mud?
Right. Where are you, kid?
Might as well destroy these nests while we're here. 2-for-1 special. So you're always looking for this little hole here. Like a bird's nest sideways. But they'll come crawling out of there. Usually 2 to 3. So once you throw the Molotov, get the fuck out of there. Yeah, they usually lock straight onto you. Problem is, when you start using guns, it really does attract a lot of them. It's a cool game. How you upgrade like health and stamina on that is you find these Nero sites, which were once like FEMA labs and evacuation relief centers, stuff like that, you know? And you'll find them on the map. Map is fucking huge. It doesn't seem like much, but trust me, it opens up and opens up. There's like 5 big areas. You know, I thought I was nearly done with the game when I first played this, and I had a whole new area, and I was like, wow, but it was a little unnecessary. But it's just the way it goes. I think they were just kind of feeling themselves. You'll see them; they're kind of like an X on the map, and when you get to them, they're like environmental puzzles, and sound plays a big part in this game, which is kind of cool. I've never seen a game properly mess with sound
out here somewhere.
In an open world. Like a lot of smaller games will use sound brilliantly, but open world not so much, because they're like, how do you control that? But things like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild and Days Gone and a few others really do a good job. Like, this is true open world. You know, we kind of get confused at times because we have wide linear, but to me open world is like when you literally can just take off in any direction and keep going for a few full minutes without ever being stopped or visible walls or any of that kind of stuff. But honestly, modern open world games are far too big. Like, the thoughts of them remaking Assassin's Creed Black Flag puts like a big lump in my throat. Like, I don't know if I can do that again. They're far too big. They're wonderful games, but I very rarely feel the need to go back to like Valhalla or Odyssey because I put 150 fucking hours into them, you know, that kind of way. And it's fine, you know. But honestly, I would rather start up something like Immortals Phoenix Rising, which I can't recommend enough. I think what happened was it suffered. Ubisoft did basically pull the Sony, and they put Immortals Phoenix Rising on top of other games. And then it started to sell really well, but it was because it had deep discounts. As I've been saying, like, you can pick it up for a tenner. So if you do a lot of millions of sales, but it's only bringing in 10 or 20 bucks at a time, obviously Ubisoft are going to turn their nose up at it. I think there's a hole in the roof on this one. So Lisa's this little girl. She's a little bit too close to Ellie from The Last of Us, honestly. But she was taken capture from the Rippers.
Not so hard.
The Rippers are these weird cannibal people. They're very nasty buggers. They leave a mark on themselves, every person they kill. And they always like R.I.P. R.I.P. They're very much like Zaz from the Arkham series, the DC guy. Turned into people. They're very highly like religious cult shit. Yeah, I'm level 32. Nice, dude. See, there you go. Yeah, obviously the last couple of levels are going to be tougher, but what they do is, I think they adjust the enemies in the game accordingly, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. There's a couple of places I think you can farm as well. If you look it up, there's a couple of special enemies that are really good for grinding out levels, like trolls and stuff, you know, in Hogwarts. But honestly, I think I finished the game at a fairly high level, so you don't need to worry too much. I think we got that nest already. Alright, we can push this out of there. I think this is the part where Deacon gets kidnapped. We'll see. It's been a minute since I played this.
Through here, yeah, this'll do it. Inside here.
I like fighting the hordes, man. They really just come out of like a waterfall of zombie meat. But without LMGs, you really are in for a hell of a time. You need that high magazine capacity. Anybody home? I've got a weird fascination with post-apocalypse stuff, because what I like about it is everything seems like it's frozen in time, you know? You might see like prepared meals or, you know, half-read books or something like that it just everything feels frozen in time, but they could be long dead or they could be like that. Yeah, this is the part where he gets kidnapped, I remember.
Guess I'll come back later, burn out these nests.
Calm down. Oh, this was our old room.
Is this Lisa's handwriting? I want to forget.
Iron Mike.
Sounds like something she would write.
Yeah, for the rest of the year, we still have like From Software's Armored Core 6. We've got Atlas Fallen. We have obviously Spider-Man and Starfield. And a brand new 2D Super Mario. You can hear the Rippers out there. Even they have bikes. Freaks! It's kind of the pot and the kettle there, lads. You still clean out the horde first. Take down the boss without dying. Nice! The main boss, that include Graffor the spider. Oh fuck, why did anyone do that? And the main villain as well. Oh, so you finished? Nice. You finished the game. And then it kind of has like those post scenes. Jesus, look at this. Oh my god. They did not win. Let's introduce ourselves. Molotovs are not great. I think you get like an improved Molotov. Oh, here it goes. That's right, line up, motherfuckers. Yahoo! He's trying to ding ding dish. Ding dong dish. No, thank you. Did I go on here? Who's left? Oh my god, will you fucking stop? Deacon St. John! Why are you obsessed with this bookshop? That sucks. It's my favorite bookshop on the Citadel. It takes so much. Headshots or nothing. I think they're trying to get in back though, but I never unlocked it. Yep. Cause I smart. I smart, you dumb.
Okay, here we go.
Fucking reload faster! Why let me slow down time if he's in the middle of a reload? Oh my god! Will you stop? There's nothing back here. That's way too sensitive. I gotta get out of this house, man. He's obsessed with this bookshelf. Is this IKEA? Is this cherry pine? There's always someone's dad like that. You're like, motherfucker, I don't know what it is. It smells like cherry pine. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Looks like a Taylor Swift concert. Watermelon sugar piss.
You don't need these.
Doctor, my piss smells like watermelon sugar. Is that normal? Should I sue Harry Styles? Here's the thing about Harry Styles. With a name like that, he had a 50-50 chance of becoming a hairdresser. I kind of wish he did, and I wouldn't have to hear about him. But here we are. Watermelon sugar, hi! Alright, we turn the alarm off on this one. They might also have a shelter.
Damn it, all the hell. Shut up, Jesus.
I think they still heard it, isn't it? There's 6 nests in this area. That's a lot of nests. Here's one here.
Nest. Gotta be right around here.
Oh, you smell shaming. Come on. Come on, man. Don't smell shame. I don't think I got it. That's fucked up. And then the zombies, they sleep during the day. And when they go to sleep, they have this weird kind of fetal position. It's kind of creepy. Reminds me a little bit of I Am Legend. They all kind of huddle around for heat. I don't think we got a nest in here, do we?
Nest. Gotta be right here.
I smell a nest. So I opened up my vest. I smelled a nest. I put it to the test, y'all. Definitely it was a nest in my vest. Otherwise known as body hair. And just like that, that's 3 out of 6. Yes, I finish. I hope you do. But make sure she finishes first. That's the only lesson I can teach you, my young Padawan virgin. Let her finish first. I don't care if you've got to read a book. I don't care if that's a horde. Bada. Hello there. Motherfucker, please. Oh, the old eyeball crunch. Nice. You fucking move. I don't know what language you're speaking, but it's a lovely language. I gotta hide somewhere. Maybe we'll drive around. This is not my bike, but I'll take it. Just some good old boys trying to do some harm. We put some dandruff in the parm. Sir, my Parmesan cheese tastes a little funky. Oh, it should, bitch. It should. I don't see no more nests. Something I've noticed, if you open up the quest, it'll always say nests. But if you don't open it up, it'll only pop up if you're near a nest. Top tip from Cooper Hoodoo. Maybe one over here. Yep. What y'all doing in here, huh? Making some renovations?
God damn it. It's gotta be close.
There's fucking 2 in here, man. Got a first floor nest and a back door nest. Will you fuck off? I think they're trying to talk dirty to you. Talk dirty to me. Bye-bye. Dude, this feels like a horde, but it's not. I just have amassed quite a following. Nice zombie, warm zombie. Burn it down. Apparently there's another one in there.
Come on.
You know they're hordes if they die easy. Jesus, that's a lot of them. Can you see me? I don't know you. Where's the other nest? Sorry, lads. Fucker. Says it's here. Oh no, I'm dead. Please let me out! Oh, you fucking dillhole.
Hell out of ammo.
I can't, I'm not gonna be able to get out. Come on! Jesus, that was close. They'll never find me. Hello? Avon calling. There's one inside that fucking 18-wheeler. Where's the other one? Jace. Don't let her finish first. Always go for the win. Nice. And always high five afterwards. Nice. Hell yes. Just be like, gotcha, bitch. That's a good one. And just have like, just have a chalkboard on hand, you know? And just cross it out. That's another one for me. And let's look at your side. None. Oh. And she's like, her bags are packed. I'm leaving you. And you're just like, still out on the chalkboard, like, let the record show. You suck at orgasm. Maybe it is a horde. That's a lot of dudes. It's either that or it's Scientologists. Have you ever seen a Scientologist at nighttime? No, you haven't. Think about it. Apparently, the Callisto Protocol developers Striking Force have to let a few people go. But here's the thing. I don't see that as like, oh, the be-all, end-all, like scary fucking... Everyone immediately jumps to... company be in trouble. I think that's pretty normal, sadly, when they wind down after the next game, you know? Like, people were saying, oh, Fable's narrative director moved on to another project. I'm like, yeah, that's how writing works. They're finished. It's the same with, like, motion capture. You know, it's contract work. You don't have to capture every movement right up to the finish line unless there's recasting or something. I'm not gonna be able to get out of here, am I? You better stop. I don't remember if I ever hid in any of those bins. Right, yeah. Now you know. No, this is definitely a horde. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, is Prime on sale again or something? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh god. Fuck me, man. Welcome back to the queue for the next Taylor Swift concert. Swifties are out and proud. Where are your children right now? I'm going for it. Bum bum bum. Where? What the? Stop reloading all the time! No one fucking asked you to reload, Deacon, for fuck's sake. I'm so dead. Every time I try to fucking shoot, he's reloading. Oh dear. I was just trying to shoot. Did I blow up this tank? Life goes by pretty fast if you don't stop and stare at the horde for a second. No. Magical land of no exploding giant fucking shit. Run, Forrest, run! I can't squeeze through there? Oh, apparently the zombies can, though. That's usually a simple squeeze through there. Very strange. I was hoping he would get out and shoot the explosive canister, but instead he decides to reload when I never asked him to. He has this weird need to reload. I think it's like OCD. If I do the focus,
Let's go.
you really shouldn't reload, bud, because you're wasting focus. It's a slow down feature. Alright, where you fuckers at? That's what you get. Your mother told you to come home and you didn't. What sucks is you have to like find the little hole to throw the Molotov in. Because if you just throw it even on a piece of the fucking piece of the nasty, it won't blow up. See, Nero checkpoint. Thank you. He should squeeze in here. No? Won't climb up there. Damn, you're killing me here. You're killing me here. I want to do what he's told. I need some better guns. These guys just do not go down unless you get a headshot. Fucker. Ah, I hate that. This game does not play on hard, that's for sure. They will not go down with a headshot, but for some reason they make hordes like 2 taps no matter what. Always 2 taps. 2 tap. Let's see, if he fucking sneaks through here now just because there's no zombie rounds. It says that's a Nero post. That's so weird. I wonder is it a story based one? I just can't get in there right now. That is strange. Some of the Nero things are well hidden under caves and stuff. Oh, Jesus. Da horde. Seems so odd that I can't blow that tank up. Let me try a grenade. I don't get that. What's in that, you know? They're not like a giant truck like anything else. That boy is dead. I've played so many games now that don't have proper jump buttons in the game, and there seems to be a correlation between fucking Sony games and no jump button. We've been able to jump since fucking before Super Mario Bros. 1993. How the fuck are we not able to jump in games 30 years later? Why are we going backwards, lads? Why are we going backwards? I genuinely want to know. Because I don't get it. Is there something wrong with the jump button? Did it hurt you? Did it cause your family some kind of grief? Can I just jump whenever I want to? I have to throw a cheeky Molotov out of there, and, right? Yeah, that'd be brilliant. I wish, dude. Like a Indiana Jones in the fridge moment, you know? Blue ones are bulletproof. That's goofy, huh? Obviously grenade proof as well. just wasted and shit. Love these rickety ass bridges. Oh, you little sneaky bitch, you tried to get me. Sounds like a helicopter. Welcome home. I brought chips and dips. See, who's next mission? This is where we start to meet Schizo as well, who eerily looks like Deacon with a backwards cap on. He's your basic, like, scummy white boy rapper. Thinks he's better than everyone else. There seems to be a correlation between those two. Like Eminem for the fucking post-apocalypse. No one asked. No one asked. But with a name like Schizo, what can you expect out of him, huh? Schizo. More like Schizo. He's a little shithead. You little shithead. What else? Yeah, the Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty.
Came by to see how the lazy
It's meant to be like 2.0, you know.
Tired of laying around.
Can't wait for that.
Yet, Boozer. Hey,
You can't be in here, Deacon.
Come on. Hey,
Come
what's
on,
going
Deacon.
on? How's he doing?
He needs his rest.
Don't mess around with me, Addie. I asked you, how is he doing?
That's like septicemia shock.
Not good.
Damn, it's cold. The
They're not enough. Never
No,
enough.
wait a second. You said that.
I said that we would try. Look, all we can do is wait.
Okay. All right.
He asked me how you're going backwards when there's influence to inject shit or make more than a month than a hard-working man.
Smash something. I see that look in your
You're
eyes.
so right.
You go right ahead, but you do it out there.
Addie,
Go. Look, there is nothing else you can do. Please, just go home.
Takes a long time to. You might not even recover from that. It's literally blood poisoning.
Home.
Your own blood is killing you. But yeah, you're right. I mean, and it doesn't even come from a place of jealousy. Like, you're probably the same as me. You're thinking about it smartly. It's just like, it's like nowadays it is like the least effort for most reward. And I see it from, you're saying, like influencers, streamers, and that as well. It's like right now there's a huge argument going on right now between the streamers over
yeah.
rewatching
Fine.
content, other people's videos, you know. And every couple of years it comes back around because it is the lowest of the low, you know. It's the lowest effort. It's just horrible when they don't really give anything back. Oh fuck, I gotta listen to this guy. That's also like Red Dead, the old walk 5 steps away and mission over. I hate this dude. But yeah, obviously you've got like the biggest streamers that are doing it. Pokimane, XQC, Hasanabi. Yeah. And here's the thing, watching the odd little video or reaction or whatever, even like the old media share days, is a bit of fun, you know, the odd meme is whatever. But these guys are watching like long form commentary and, you know, an hour and a half video or 45 minutes, which might have taken the person 3 to 6 months depending on the process, editing, you know, maybe there's investigations or something. When it comes to like watching the anime or TV,
Where?
honestly, that kind of stuff, I don't really give a fuck too much. Same with like true crime. I watch a lot of 48 Hours, which is like a 20 or 30 year show. I think whatever money or syndication was, you know, made has been made, you know.
Now you don't.
I don't think anybody's really losing out at that point. I don't even think the company's around anymore.
South of Mount Washington.
That's what
But
he said.
streamers and YouTubers watching other streamers and YouTubers,
Guy's got to
It's
listen to the
it's
pilot
really
bleeding out from a broken
a
pelvis.
grey area.
Okay, so
What's worse is the bigger they are. I've said this before. The bigger they are, the less effort they're starting to put in. You know,
The old man won't have it.
it's because they've made it already. The grind is not really there anymore.
You catch on quick. Everything west of the Iron Ridge here belongs to Carlos and his merry band of bald-headed freakalikes.
See, these guys look exactly the
If you
same.
get caught,
Well,
you
close
head
anyway.
north, brother. Otherwise, Iron Mike's treaty with rest in peace goes.
So he's got a truce with the Rippers.
Let me ask you a question. Why are you telling me this?
Wait a minute. First off, I'm not telling you shit. You remember that?
Second off, you're a goddamn drifter. What am I supposed to do? Follow you around like I'm your little bitch, keep your ass out of trouble?
All right.
I have things to do.
I get it. You're just a regular stand-up guy, right, Schizo?
Just trying to stay alive. Like everybody else. Hey. You do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, that's all we got.
Fuck
you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, Schizo.
Keep your radio close. I'll be in touch.
All right. Next step is reacting to a reaction. Yeah, there's beef there, but where does it end? Right. That's fun. No, they've already done that. I've seen some stuff, XUC and Force, and they're reacting to each other's reaction while reacting to another reaction. Reactception.
Standing around this shithole.
Yeah. Some of the stuff, like, you can tell that it might actually genuinely help the video. You know, you might have maybe 1/10 of their audience go see it out, and some people are a bit more I know they're smarter with it, and the grayness of the morality is a little bit better. Like, take for instance Moist Critical Charlie. He does watch some stuff for sure. He calls them YouTube nights and all this crap, but he makes sure, like, he'll flash the link on his screen. He'll hover over the channel, like, on screen. He'll have it in chat. He tries, but it's still React content, you know, that kind of way. He hasn't really spoke up about any of this kind of stuff. He's still mainly YouTube. I mean, he does Twitch as well, but he'll always be YouTube. I don't know, it's a funny one, you know. I mean, we've talked about wanting to look at some stuff. I'll put up a video from time to time, but it's not all my content. Some of those guys will literally spend 4 hours of a maybe 10-hour stream just looking at videos and that, you know. At that point, you can tell, like, you're literally hanging out with them for the day at that point. It's crazy. But, yeah, for everyone who said, oh, Jesus, them reacting to my video did a world of good, there's so many more people who was like, I saw nothing. In fact, it did worse because it inflated views and no one stuck around, so it was empty engagement. And I've seen that a lot as well. This is why I always argue against view botting and all that kind of stuff, follow botting. It's empty engagement. You might feel better about yourself because you've got a couple of zeros beside your name, but trust me, when no one comes back and you've got hundreds of thousands of followers but barely single digits in your streams or even in your YouTube videos, you're gonna feel fucking pretty stupid, I'll tell you that much. Most of them view bot anyway, most of the big ones. They never admit it, or they'll have someone else do it, but usually every now and then you'll see a cheeky bot, a mass bot banning, and in that moment all these big channels would randomly lose like 2 million followers, but then it just goes straight back. Like that, one of the things Elon wanted to try and stop was fucking bots and all that. Didn't do anything. He really is just the Trump of the tech industry. Very fragile egoed men with far too much power and money and not a damn clue how to do right with it. So anyone who slights them in the tiniest way, they go on a massive month and fucking year-long stupid escapade of winning, you know, in their eyes, when in reality it's just petty dog shit. That's all it is. I see it all over.
Hey.
We went from rain to the snow. Cool. But Elon, it's just, he's got such a chip in his shoulder from the divorce from Grimes, and he can't seem to get a win, you know, even though he's a very successful car company and SpaceX is doing amazing. All he would have to do is double down on those two. Instead, he tried to shut up the naysayers and buy Twitter, and now it's a disaster. I give it 2 more years of this stuff before he, like, sells it on because of just sheer no engagement, or he burns it to the ground. There's no other way this is gonna go. It's never gonna have a resurgence. He just keeps fucking up with every step. I always forget where the mechanic is because they put it in here.
Oh, it's you.
Really get some fuel.
Trade, right?
Oh, can we get a new engine? No, still not yet. Or 300 for fucking.
You go through a lot of this shit, yeah? Sure. All right.
I have to. Alright, this is the weird part, like I was saying.
Why is anything worth
You have to leave the camp for the next quest to pop, but it might be just right behind you. It's kind of goofy. I don't know who came up with the idea. Actually see the snow slowly forming, see? Pretty cool. Still things like this that none of us ever really care about. Look at the snow gathering on top of this Jeep over here. Slowly but surely. And even your footsteps and all that, the snow starts to cover over it. I like it. Same with the tire tracks. Most of that stuff is done to save memory, but when you see it, it's very cleverly hidden under, you know, what looks like snow. I've seen Minecraft is getting a couple updates on the engine side where people will be able to put shaders on it on console and all that without ever having to
Hey, St. John, you there?
Yeah, Skizzo.
download them.
That business we were talking about? It's gonna take me a bit. I gotta go check on security at the border with Ironfield. Check on the Rippers there, if you know what I mean.
No.
Pretty, huh?
Got a clue
Thanos was
what
right
to
on
spell
some
out
levels. Yeah, I hate to feel to be like that, but
I'm going out on a limb here. Don't make me regret it. Anyway,
bad
I'll
dog.
be in touch real soon. In the meantime, make yourself useful around camp. Prove
These wolves, man. Yeah, I hate to kind of take that mentality, but I do feel like that a lot. I do feel it's like, damn, there's too many people on this planet sometimes. The fuck, man? What is in your... You got Titanite hedge? Sheesh. Get me a guardian wolf like that.
Remember, I'm going out on a
Nice
limb
try.
here. Don't make me regret it.
Yeah, I always make the joke of losing, like seeing something bad on the internet, and it kind of makes me lose faith in humanity, and then I'll find some kind of pet video or fun video and it'll restore faith just for the day. But it's like a balance. It's like a thimble, you know? It's like a it really is like Thanos sometimes. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go out and go crazy.
Where you at, brother?
I'm right here outside the camp.
Skizzo, but not your goddamn brother.
Nope.
Hey, no skin off my nose. Just doing what I can to help you, bro. That business we discussed?
Yeah, bro.
Let's just say you should head out that way now.
Okay, bro.
Oh, you mean the border with the Rippers?
Very funny. I meant no such thing. All I said was, if you were thinking about taking a ride, or what do you drifters like to call it? Ride in the open road? Now would be a good time to do it. You got me?
Fucking douche.
Yeah, Skizzo, like always, I got you. St. John out.
Alright, new mission unlocked. Playing all night. Oh, here is it? No, he's my brother. Yeah, sneak into Ripper territory to steal antibiotics. You guys got any antibiotics? That would be something that would be difficult to get with antibiotics, but we could maybe, in terms of penicillin anyway, try farming our own. Penicillin was one of those weird mistakes that we found, and it's literally used to this day in modern medicine. It was found on mold. So all that moldy bread. But, you know, you'd have to have a good way of extracting it and know what you're doing. Not as simple as just eating mold. Make you very sick. I don't know. But, I mean, the way things are going now, honestly, we've become so accustomed to antibiotics that most of them don't work too well on us. And what happens is the viruses get used to it. Like, you know, viruses that stay dormant. Things like the flu and the common cold, influenza, all that stuff kind of, you kind of learn to live with it. So they reckon that our body becomes so used to it that it's creating super fucking bacteria and super viruses. That's why every time you take an antibiotic, the next time you're going to need more, you know. Take for instance my own father, like he's getting a little bit older, so he has a lot of respiratory issues, and he cannot get over any simple
Yeah, nice bunch of rapers.
any kind of simple cough or chest problem without antibiotics. And now it's getting so bad that he has to get the good antibiotics, the intravenously ones. So, but I can tell it's mainly down to his failing immune system, but also hyper tolerance to so much. A lot of people in my family actually do use way too much medicine. Some of it's from long-term illnesses, so I understand. But I feel like we've become too much reliant even on just common pain medicine because it's easy access, and I don't know. I try not to be like that, but you know, if I have a bad enough migraine, I'll take something, but it's very rare. So when I do have to get an antibiotic and stuff, it hits you on your ass, which is good. So I think if we did have an apocalypse, I don't know. Like look at it, even like I can't wait for a proper all the proper documentaries and the real story behind COVID comes out. I don't know how long that'll take, if it'll ever happen, but I'd love to know more about it. Just the idea of it, like, remember happening. It was like December 2019, right? And we heard about it happening in China and stuff, and you're like, oh, that'll never get across here. And then by the time it got to February 2020, it was pretty clear that the world was in trouble. It had got to, I think America, it was almost like one of the last places it got to was America. I think it was in Europe way before America, but then when it did, it just never stopped, and you had like the stubbornness of a lot of Americans and a lot of people around the world as well. But you know, it was just even not. This is before the vaccine was a thing. It was the stubbornness of not staying inside and keeping clean and that. You know, people even refuse just to cough into their hands and refuse to do all like that. Should be just a common practice now. You know, I don't think that was the quest. That was just random marauders and scavengers. They like to do that, man. They'll always get, same with the snipers, they get like a shot off before you even know they're there. It kind of sucks. If I see a red laser, I tend to just hop off the bike or hit the NOS, you know, because you just can't win. And when they shoot you, not only do you fall off the bike, for some reason it instantly destroys your bike 100%. It's not like a tiny bit or anything. It's 100%, even if it hits you, you know, which just does not make any sense. And the way it hits you, like, it just power of the bullet knocks you off the bike, which is kind of cool. Like, there's a cool bit in The Expanse like that where, you know, you're going fucking, God, tens of thousands of miles an hour, and it's like 8 or 9 Gs, like, it's insane. So there's a bit where it just stops all of a sudden, and the force is so tremendous that even though he's strapped in, his whole body explodes forward. It's pretty nasty, just instant jam. I had to watch it. I had to rewind it back and watch it a few times because I was like, "What the fuck?"
See any of my men around?
No, Skizzo, it's clear. Look, how much time do I got?
Time for what?
It's a
All
trap.
I know is I got a card game going.
Never saw it snowing. There you go. The snow. Yeah, there's a whole snowy area as well.
If I had to guess, I'd say we'd be playing all night.
The very last area is usually snow.
Deacon out.
Yeah, just thought experiments. Yeah, exactly. I like that kind of stuff. I like thought experiments and theories and that. It's kind of cool. I know it doesn't usually lead to anything, but still, it's nice just to let the brain wander in those directions. It's actually, I feel like it's good for your brain. You're like, oh, time to get some Ripper action. Got up in there. How much fuel you got, huh? Oh, is it because it's story? I don't need it. Maybe I just need to go through on the bike then. This is where shit goes down in a bad way. Hello. How's it going, lads? I wonder what they did with all the hair, you know? When you join the Rippers, everybody cuts their hair. Fucking skinhead cultists. I wonder what everyone does. They make maybe that's where the clothes came from. I'm not sick that much, and even when I do, I let my body. Yeah, it's good to do that, right? I know it's tough in the pain sometimes, but unless you're really suffering, it is good just to, because the body has survived this long, doing pretty damn good on its own, you know. Oh, this is where we get a free LMG. Yes, 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 yes. Now you won't get. You can buy this, right? But you have to get your trust level way up. So my thing is, you get this fucking LMG for free off that guy or whoever, and fucking hold on to it with your life. It's even the M45, the MG45, which is actually arguably the best in the game. So there's the RPD, there's the 55, I think, the MG55, and then there's the 45. I think maybe the 55 is the best. It's up to you though. Obviously, then there's the Chicago typewriter. Well, I call it that, but it's not. That's not its name. Maybe it's piano, something like that. It's a fancy name. It's one of those Tommy guns, but it has a fucking. We'll see now. I might lose all my weapons here, though. We'll see. But yeah, it's interesting like that. Especially like even talking just about sci-fi stuff. Like I hope in my lifetime, I doubt it though, but I'd love to see us have some kind of a little base on the moon. Just something like that. It's just, I know it sounds incredibly stupid even saying moon base, but just even the tiny little fraction of what we could see in the future. It's going to take hundreds of years. I think Mars might be... What the fuck? Mars might be too far a stretch. Damn, he went from like being just chilling to that. I think these guys all have LMGs. You. Yeah, later on, I don't know if it's this one, but you can get an extra perk that allows for more penetration with the guns, lol. But it's really good, like more, even you're not getting more damage, but the penetration, especially in the hordes, you're going to be hitting like 3 or 4 of them with one bullet. It shreds. I love it. Yeah, it's actually cool to see the body doing its thing, because even with the vaccine and that for COVID, most of us still beat that shit back ourselves, you know, that kind of way. As stupid as it sounds, a lot of the old wives' tales and things that have worked for many years still work, you know. Like, oh, maybe I should have kept the sniper for these boys, but I mean, it's the free LMG. The only way you'll lose this is by dropping it. But the problem is, by not being able to buy it, you can't re-up the ammo. You just have to find it around the world. But when you buy it, it appears in your gun locker and you can just pick it up whatever you want. Pretty nice. You can put a suppressor on an LMG. As stupid as that sounds. Jay, you can see the accuracy is cat. I kind of like the RPD a little bit better. But to each their own. Everyone argues online about which gun is best. Yeah, like things like lemon and cayenne pepper. You know, drink gallons of water, and just good old fashioned bed rest. It's still some of the best. How will they know where I am? Is this Fortnite? Yeah, so I'm in desperate need of a new kind of side game, you know, a little side hoe. Aren't we all? But I was thinking things like Warframe, that space, because it's changed a lot. You now can, I don't know who's doing that. They use motorcycle helmets as fucking... I don't know if you'd stop a bullet with a motorcycle helmet. You never know, you might deflect it. But yeah, you can never... You know, do better than a good night's sleep, a good rest when you're sick. It helps fucking everything. Ban the antibiotics. Look at this. In the middle of a fallen plane. This one, Jefferson Airlines. No, okay. I thought it might have been Air Force One. This is where we meet the tank. Cool. Our first of the mutated. Yeah. Listen, hey, friendly. The breaker. Breaker one-liner. We got a huge bitch right here. That's a huge bitch.
Hey, still going.
Why didn't he make any noise? Did you fall over?
Get a pick.
Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog there. Ow. Damn, is there any running from this guy?
Get in there.
Man. Don't let me come up here then. I'm gonna get my stamina back. That was a fucking waste of time.
There, almost got it. Get it?
Nice.
Sakes, Chris. One tough son of a bitch.
He was a lot tougher on hard. Holy shit.
Okay. Antibiotics. You gotta find me some antibiotics.
Yeah, I was hoping to kind of stick around and get the pipe bomb, but yeah. Ah, here they come. Can't make noise without the rest of them. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket, and I'm looking for some antibiotics. You're gonna have to be able to take it. Yeah, theory is I don't want to condition my body is to help when it's not necessary. True, so I do think it creates a reliance on it, you know. So I'll never knock Max, really. I'll never knock anyone who needs that kind of stuff. It's just, yeah, it's good to let your body kind of test its limits and basically heal itself, because it is capable of some miraculous shit. But if we coddle it too much, it won't bother its arse, you know. You won't even have the antibiotics. But here's the thing as well, like, this is something, I don't know if it's just the world over, but it was definitely something I grew up with in rural Ireland. Your parents would kind of rather you be out in the elements, you know, out in the rain, playing outside all the time, kind of testing your immune system. They'd say, you know, even like hanging out with people and that, and even when there used to be something going like chickenpox or whatever, it's like, oh, let them get it. It was kind of a weird way. Like looking back, you're like, Jesus, they wouldn't probably don't do that much now. but it was their way of, I don't know, I guess they reckon it strengthens,
Let's see. Yes, this will work.
strengthens your immune system or something, because it's constantly been tested. I don't know.
Need this?
That was a fun little fight. I think if he had hit me, it might have been a one-hit kill. I'm not sure. Like, you know, when he just smashes your brains in. I love those weird little fucking... They're basically kid zombies, but they can't really shade that either. Yeah, running from foes, throw bombs and grenades in front of you. Yeah, you're very smart. It makes sense, right? But, dude, I'm the kind of guy who fucking runs and it explodes when I'm running over it. You just want to... Don't fucking lie to me. You just want to see that happen.
Like he said.
In a world of me and accidental grenades. Do you really want to see me go boom? There's another new update coming with the Genshin Impact. That game has been
Deacon St. John,
going for a while. That's crazy.
Deke, this is Ricky. Over.
Damn it, I can't let her know I'm out here. Hey, Ricky, this is Deke. You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
Deke, where are you? I need to get...
Oh,
I knew when she stopped talking to me. I was hoping the NOS would take it, but there's fucking two of them. Scumbag wankers. They're far too accurate. Have you ever actually tried to fucking snipe something moving that fast? It's nothing short of a miracle shot. You'd have to be trained in the army and fucking Navy SEALs to hit that shot, I'll tell you that much. There's another one over here. Why are you bringing my bike in here? I didn't fucking do that. You've now made me target number 1. I didn't bring my bike in here. I left it over here. You bastards. I would never. Liar. Sustainable multiplayer human life will take an... Yeah, you're right. That's the problem right there. That's the ticket. The sustainability of it all. Because anyone can just build a little hangout on the fucking lev, you know. But it's limited air. To create an actual moon base would require a lot.
Behind him!
We'd need renewable energy, renewable air, renewable water, renewable food. That's a lot.
Now!
Find it?
what was left of it, yeah.
What was left of it?
I heard gunshots. What's going on?
She's so tiny, but she rides that bike.
But I handled it.
You
Like
handled
a
it.
goddess. Uh-oh.
How? I should have known.
You should have known what? Jesus, Ricky, who's running security here?
You know, I ask
No
myself
subtitles
that
this
shit
time.
every
Weird.
single day.
Throw it 20 meters in front of you, you run over at the right
Done
time. Okay.
Good.
Lesson learned.
So what are you doing out here?
What am I doing, Deke? Addie told me to come and get you.
Why? What? Hold on for a second. Is Boozer okay?
I don't know. We gotta
Big
go.
nuts. Yeah, we were contracted to make that joke once a stream, I'm sorry. Big nuts.
What's wrong with Boozer?
All I know is Addie told me to find you. When I asked around, I found out you and Skizzo were heading up here. Now I know why.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not true.
The crash site, the medical supplies, it's no big
I
secret.
tried to block her.
Iron Mike was negotiating with Carlos, making a deal so our camp would split it with the Rippers.
Oh, bullshit.
What do you mean?
I mean bullshit. I was there. Had that cargo hold's already been looted. Tracks from the crash site all head south. Now, I've been dealing with the fucking Rippers for months. You can't trust a goddamn thing they say.
Now you're sounding like Skizzo. Skizzo, he put you up to this. He told you about the crash site.
Yeah, great. So now you're calling me Skizzo's errand boy.
No? Then how'd you find out about it?
A drifter up in Copeland's camp. Like you said, it ain't no big secret.
Yeah, right. Well, Skizzo's been trying to pick a fight with the Rippers for months. Guess it's lucky you came along to do it for him.
I guess.
So let me ask you something.
Can I stop you?
Last time I saw you, before last winter, you told Iron Mike to go fuck himself because he wouldn't pay you to
And
bring
did
in
he?
survivors.
It's not exactly what happened.
I remember it pretty clearly. Iron Mike said he'd
I
have
was trying to bang
nothing
into
to
her.
do with slavers.
Okay, we never forced anyone to come in against their will.
Damn you, AI.
Same thing true for her?
I don't know.
You ever think when you roll up on someone, starving out in the shit, maybe hasn't slept in days, reach the point where they stop running from men like you ever think they don't have a choice? But you took them to the hot springs just the same.
Is there any game you play mid, like long term? I know
us a lot
Hearthstone's
too,
a big one.
bringing in someone who can't
I'm
work,
trying to find
can't
something
earn their way.
like that I can
You know, you just
dig
be
my
glad
teeth
that Iron
into.
Mike isn't like you.
This Fortnite is limiting, you know. It's nice. It gives me that little competitive itch. That's about it. But it's good for an hour, and I'm like, this is hateful, and I don't want to do that. Chivalry 2 is fun as well, but I think we've seen the length of that, and it's fine. It's good little gory fun, and I do enjoy it. It might be some old Irish, Celtic, medieval something in my DNA who enjoys that side of things, but that's also reached its limit too.
William, if you can hear me, I need you to stop.
William.
Daddy, what's going on?
Boozer?
Go and hold him.
What the hell are you
And we were hoping a sequel
What are
would
you
be
doing?
have
Listen,
Boozer
we need to do
as the
this,
main
and we need to
character.
do this right now.
What?
Oh, amputation.
Don't you take
Deacon.
it! No, no. No, you're not. No way. No, you're not going to do
Deacon,
this to him.
listen
It's gonna
to
save
me.
his life.
The antibiotics will save his life, but nothing on God's earth is going to save the arm.
Yep.
Now listen, I need you to help me right now, or you can just watch your friend die.
Daddy, we're losing him.
Wait.
Deacon,
That's gangrene, baby.
All right, all right.
People don't talk about zombie shit. We have something like that already. It's fucking gangrene.
All right, hey, I just need you to stay
hold
with
him.
me.
Hold him there.
Okay.
Hold him.
Deacon.
Rotten flesh, trying to
Hold him
take
down
the
right-
rest
Okay,
of the body.
okay, okay.
Have you seen this this zombie worm that they unearthed?
No, he's losing too much blood. You
Were we
gotta
talking
stop.
about that
He's
already?
losing too much blood.
Hand me the gauze.
Oh! Oh, no. Boozer, come on, man. Come on.
Hold him.
You're okay, pal. Where do I hold him?
Just hold him right there. Stop panicking and hold
Ryan!
Good lord. God, you can hear the bone. The bone and the sinew, and it's not easy.
Hey, you did good in there.
When I was in high school, I thought, maybe I should be a mechanical engineer, or should I be a surgeon? I guess I should have been a surgeon.
And you.
Hey, okay.
You know, you saved your friend's life.
Is there one single zombie movie where
I don't think he's gonna see it that way.
someone had to get something amputated?
I had to go and give him his IV drip. And you know what? I don't know where you got all this. And
It's
I
like a
don't
trope
want to
now,
know,
this one.
But it's gonna save a lot of lives.
What did you think of The Road, Mid?
A lot of lives.
The Road. No zombies in that one, but definitely some cannibal people.
I gotta go help Addie.
I don't have a fascination with it or anything, but it is an interesting
Get
thing.
out here!
Whole cannibal side, because it exists in many, many tribes, for sure, even to this day. But
I heard what you did.
the other side of it, the weird
Wasn't about to let him die.
black magic side of it, like
It's done.
inheriting the powers of another man and all this stuff. Is it true?
Who's are gonna live?
Is there truth to it?
I don't know.
Is it all weird nonsense?
But the Ripper saw you. Followed you back.
This one act.
Carlos finds out about this. There's gonna be the devil to pay. Carlos can go fuck himself. You are writing checks with other men's blood.
Your ass can't catch
I
him.
hope you're good with that.
What he did is definitely wrong, but it's still a weird truce, you know? Having a truce with crazed cannibals, I mean, they would eventually break it.
Done.
Fuck you, Schizo.
Mike, wait up.
I see the author of the Witcher novels is actually going to write a new one. I don't think he's written a new one in a long time, so something tells me between the show and the games that maybe he's had a renewed interest, you know? I thought he was pretty done. I'm happy for that, you know? Doodle-doodle. I don't think he's written a new book in the Witcher series in over 10 years. Which is fucking crazy. I hope it doesn't go the way of Game of Thrones, just in any which way. I just think between the author's ego and the shows, the whole thing is so overblown, overhyped. That's just me though. I mean, I know that's not a great opinion to have these days. Everyone loves it besides the last season, but I just don't. Like, I don't know. I've seen Medieval, I've seen Dragons done better. I honestly think that Game of Thrones would not be a factor if it wasn't for the hardcore sex scenes. Especially Emilia Clarke. Like, so I could ask anybody about the politics of the Lannister family, and I don't think many would tell me. I mean, it's the dragons, the hardcore sex scene, and the White Walkers. And ironically, all three of those subjects were not properly explored until House of Dragons. Well, not even the White Walkers. You know, you pick up this big enemy. Like, I think I've watched the first season. That was about it. I'm not gonna lie. So it's kind of harder for me to talk about the other seasons. But I just never felt the need to go back. And never, you know, never was pushed. Could not care. I'll even be honest with you. I fucking skip through anytime there's a political scene or a religious scene, I skip through it. Like even The Expanse. I love The Expanse. I can't shut up about it since the game and that, you know. But in the later on seasons, it's set in the 2300s in space, but one religion did survive. And it's not the religion you think either. You might think, oh, it's Christianity. For sure, right? No? Fucking Mormons. Look at everyone running out of the rain. That's cool. I like watching AI do weird shit like that. I like that. There's even like people you can go around and they'll sit around and sing, and you can sit down beside them. There's actually a nice little bit of AI in this game. It's not like overly wow moment or anything, but I still enjoy it. But yeah, so Mormons in space, they build this giant spaceship, and they think if they go out into deep space that, you know, the second coming of Jesus is out there or something. So it's kind of funny like that. So but anyway, it doesn't really become a factor, the Mormon stuff, beside their ship, which you never have to hear anybody preaching or anything until the later seasons where, oh, fucking wanker. I'm trying to charge my phone. Sorry, this phone's fucked. I need a new phone. I got an old like Samsung S something. Piece of shit. I don't buy technology for myself. I refuse to, ever since the smartphone app era. Call me boomer, call me whatever you want. I detest it. It's lazy development, and they take one feature out 1 year just to put it back in 9 months later, and people are like, yes, I'll buy an $1,800 phone. Like, it's ridiculous. Look at these fucking fold phones. They're $3,000. $3,000 for a phone. For a fuck. Are you like? Are people not like, call it inflation? Call it whatever you want. It's stupidity. That's what it is. It's the iPhone generation where they don't mind literally paying $800 to own a phone for 9 months, because that's when the next phone comes out and they upgrade it. So you bought a phone for 9 months. Yeah, maybe I'm just old school and I like to get 10 years out of my products, but fuck me, I used to do that pretty simply. I still have a working PS2 and I never did diddly squat to it. Plays DVDs, plays every game I still have. I don't know about you, but they used to make things better. And yes, that sounds old-timey, but it is true. It's true. I just think this generation is now, gimme, that they don't care about quality. Like, people say maybe the GameCube didn't do that well and the Wii sold great and whatever, and the Wii U was bad, but I don't know, they still seem like a lot better quality products, like built-wise, than the Switch. Between the Switch dock scratching the screen, the fucking drift going on, the horrendous situation with the no fucking cable, the OG Switch is so ancient, it's ridiculous, you know? We had Ethernet cable ports on the PS2. Yes, it was a Japanese attachment, but it was fucking there? You're telling me that Nintendo can't get it right? Now, of course, if you buy the OLED, it has it built in, but no, I have to go and buy that other little product to get Ethernet connection. So yeah. And then PS5, well, it kind of speaks for itself. The controller is nice, but it drifts. It still has stupid buttons, and it has a lovely touchpad that is not properly used. I think this game uses it pretty well. I think you swipe right, you get map, you swipe left, you get inventory, and so on, you know? That's great, isn't it? That is 5 uses for one touchscreen. The only other game that does that is Horizon. The Horizon games. But the rest is just, let's stick the map on the touchpad. Such a waste of technology. They complain about putting everything on the square button like I do, yet you have 5 possible quadrants and a push with the fucking touchpad, but you just don't use it. So what's the difference? Tell me what's the difference. It ain't me. It's somebody not using what they're given. It's the same way we live in, like, let's push for graphics, but we can't hit 60. Let's push for fucking Dolby Atmos, but I can't hear people speaking when there's an explosion going on. Whatever that kind of. I understand that makes sense, but I think sound mixing is the worst it's ever been, but sound quality is better. But I know that doesn't make any sense, and it really doesn't even make sense to me, but that's where we are. I can have 3D audio, I can have big bombastic explosions, but I can't hear people talk. And it's either my ears failing me, or it's just that fucking shite of sound mixing.
Then.
Something's got to give.
Thanks for stopping by.
So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this or the last generation. Like, the games are getting better, but we're also missing out on such simple little things like jump buttons and random stuff. I know it's just little pet peeves, but it just seems odd that things that get left behind. Or piss poor UI. Have you noticed that as well? Every second game has a horrendous either slow UI or really badly laid out UI. And they're like, okay, we fixed it 3 updates down the line. But I'm always like, why was it released? Just the UI. It's something that has to basically work. Otherwise, like, look what's going on in Diablo right now. That's just shitty.
St. John, are you there?
Yeah, Ricky, what's up?
They have a battle pass in that game, and the fucking UI is set up that when you switch over to it, you're locked into either buying the battle pass or letting go, you know?
I can't say I blame you. Okay, I guess I'm stuck with you.
Anyway, enough ranting. I ran too much. Hearthstone is an on-off every year, so I haven't started no long. Yeah, I haven't heard you spoken in a while. It's all good though. I don't have long-term go-to games. Yeah, I'd like to. Me too, man. In some ways, I'm like, if I get into a genuine, bona fide fucking MMO, I'll be lost forever.
Deacon, you there?
I'll lose that
Ricky,
variety. There's the famous logging camp.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
It's one of the big fucking hordes.
Yeah, probably not as sorry as he is.
Look,
I love
Daddy
it.
wanted you to
It
know
comes
that if you
streaming
had
out of
that list
every
my
window.
loser,
Everyone's so competitive. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, well, it just made it easier for you to carve him up.
Anyway, we hope he makes it.
Of course.
Too, you know?
Oh.
Hey, listen, thanks for bringing us in, Ricky. I gotta go. Deacon out.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same, dude. I've shied away on purpose from most competitive scenes because I cannot commit that much enough time to it, you know? That's what it comes down to. I'm just not good enough, and I don't have enough time to get better. And I'll admit that. That goes for Fortnite and I'm playing. I can see that you need thousands of hours. It needs to be it's same with these fighting games as well. Like, to be on a competitive level, you need to hotwire that stuff. You know, you need to put it into your fucking IV and not play or touch anything else. And yeah, just I don't have the want for that either. You know what I mean? This is some nice fucking foliage. I was just looking around at the little dandelions while she was talking. It was nice. This game does not get enough love. So yeah, then you get like FOMO as well. So you're like, damn it, I can't put enough time into this game, can't get better. But then I have the fucking FOMO, the fear of missing out. And I'm like, damn it, I want to be up there with the rest. And then some games can be a little bit mean like that. They can actually push you to feel FOMO, you know? Between timed battle passes, timed events. It can be a little shitty. It can feel a little bit shitty. There's no doubt about that. There's no need for that. Halo actually does it interesting where it's a battle pass, but it's not timed. You can go back and get whatever you've missed. It's kind of a cool idea. Halo Infinite's multiplayer doesn't get enough love, but it's the way it is. It's the way it is.
O'Brien, I'm at one of your beacons.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one? This Nero radio has a GPS, doesn't it?
Yes, of course it does. Okay. You're at Olali Falls. Okay, good. Keep an eye out. A field op is going to be there any minute. O'Brien out.
O'Brien? Oh, God damn it.
I don't know if you're a big picture person, I'd love to see some of the hike trails you go on. Obviously, you don't have to. I don't know where you'd even post them anyway, like maybe Imager or something. I know you don't fuck with Twitter. You're doing the right thing. But I do a good bit of walking myself, and I've seen some really nice parts of Ireland. I do appreciate a good view, a good countryside.
Standing by. Follow the researcher. She's there to investigate an infected subject, the freak that was tagged in a nearby cave.
We're seeing a lot of snow now. It's only when you mention it, you're like, oh, I don't remember snow. Snow everywhere. Fuck, it's not always the way that happens to me too. I say something and the game almost immediately proves me wrong. How do we get up there?
O'Brien.
O'Brien. Even to the end of this game, I thought he would take off the hazmat suit and it'd be Conan O'Brien. It wasn't. Sound off. Technically, I should be able to listen in from here, but I think he's going into a cave. Yeah, there's not too many of these sneak scenes. It just seems odd when they're back to back. It's just I've just been going with the flow. I'm not doing the missions in any specific order. Probably should, but it's just the nature of them. They're a little bit unusual in this game. Everything. Oh my god! I just fucking rolled in front of that dude. Okay. Duty. You said duty. I like that you can see which one it affects.
Wasn't even my turn on the duty roster.
Shit, I don't know. Blame the CO. Do I look like the CO?
Just stay close there. Right, O'Brien.
Every smartphone's out too. I'm still on my set. Damn, dude, you don't mess around. Yeah, I've been weirdly against apps. I know it sounds odd. I don't know. I just feel like we're in the world of updates instead of trying to get it as right as we can the first time. During the 360 and PS3 era, if your game crashed, the console turned off. You know, even with Windows, a lot of stuff would just crash and boot to desktop or even boot to BIOS or something, you know, like requiring a restart. Now I feel like it's fix it again tomorrow, fix it again later, you know.
Look at him. Look at all of them. That look like cancer to you?
Maybe you're really bad.
No. No, this is something far worse.
What do you mean?
This virus is on a mission. The
Yep.
freaks are what they are because the virus wants them that way.
It was a super soldier project.
I'm saying, Jesus, what
It always starts as like trying to solve something.
You're saying this was deliberate?
Of course.
I don't know.
It's a science experiment gone wrong.
Is that it? Is she done?
This fucker, man, he's kind of seem. Oh, look at that bloom. I think it's more just when you notice things like industry standards and industry habits, you know. Like, I do talk bad on certain devs sometimes, and I wish I didn't. It's more of an excuse, I think, when I fail or something lets me down. So I'm just bad at something, whether it's like stealth or something, and my go-to, I tend to kind of rag on stuff, and I shouldn't, you know. But sometimes you know, you're gonna say stuff in the heat of the moment. I don't want to be like that because it's very kind of a petty. Like, what do I know what goes into game developers? But it's just in that fucking heat of the moment, I can't help it. Some choices from these devs, I can't explain why they do it. So my brain kind of gets pissy. Let's be honest, that's what it is. Just getting pissy. Like me ragging about everything being on the square button of certain games, or just multiple things being on the same button, always just confuse the shit out of me. And it's a weird point of view to take on console that noticeably has less buttons to work with, so kind of not their fault. But in another way, we've had things done smarter, you know, between holding down L1 or R1 to create wheels where you can have, you know, 10 or 12 options that way. Let's see more of that. I took a little fall damage, but we didn't have to sneak out that way, so fuck it. I'm the winner. Facebook completely calls, yeah, every other post is, yeah, you're right. Twitter's become that as well, dude. I hate to say it, but it has. He's ruined that. you get these promoted things, and it only says in the tiny little grey writing in the corner. We usually can tell when an ad's an ad, you know. But this will show up in the reply of someone's tweet. It's really obnoxious. So you'd be like scrolling down another ad. Yeah, I think the only thing, like, Facebook's pretty much dead except for people like over 30 or 40. But the only thing it's really done of use now, I know it has Instagram, but Instagram was kind of doing its own thing before that. And then it has WhatsApp. I don't know which messaging app you use. I think that's the only good thing I can say that's come out of apps, is these kind of sort of free to use messaging apps. You know, I know you need data or Wi-Fi or whatever, but still, I've had some great conversations from far, far away thanks to those apps, you know, which would have been like a long distance call, which was something that was outrageous back in the day, you know. You could get onto a long distance call and end up the call itself costing €300 or €400. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's why people were so scared. You're like, is that a long distance call? People forget all that too. So that has been a little something good. Cheers, mate.
Receiving it now. Thank you, Drifter.
What the hell is she talking about, O'Brien? About this virus, whatever the hell it is, or what it's doing?
It's kind of peaceful driving around here.
I want to know what the hell's going on, O'Brien. Why
got
are
a
we out here? What
got
the
a
fuck
war
are you doing?
fuel tank.
O'Brien.
There is one you can get later where it's literally the baby in the jar BB from Death Stranding, just floating around in the motorcycle's fuel tank. That's goofy or what? I'll try and get it later. For some reason they only have it accessible at the bottom end of the game. I wouldn't know where to upload that. I usually show a few pics. Okay, no worries. It's all good. You're all good. It was just an idea because I know Lacuna posts some photos and Pyro posts some photos, and I was like, it's nice to see people's eyes, you know, that kind of way, what they see of the world, because I think that's the best way of looking at a photo. It's like through the person's eyes. I like that, even if it's a bit corny. Fuck it. Alright, missus, you want to talk? Talk
Hey,
to
Ricky,
me,
you
girl.
said you had a job for me?
Hey, Deke. Yeah. You remember Shane Riley? Everyone called him...
My eyes are up here. Stop
Red
looking at my
Riley.
dick.
Yeah, never heard of him, but let me guess. Ginger?
What, red hair? No. It was his boots. He wore these rattlesnake boots dyed with god-awful red color. He made quite the impression.
Alright.
No, I bet.
Anyway, he used to do runs for us back in the day until one day he decides he didn't like
Yeah,
the camp
cool.
credits we
We're
were
a
paying.
person who wants to
So we
take
got
in
him
the
to kill
moment. I like
Lindsay
that.
Fuller.
Who?
Lindsay.
I can
Worked
respect that
supply
for sure,
before
dude.
Blair.
Wait a second, so he killed an unarmed...
More people need to do that.
Oh, she was armed. She just wasn't expecting him to shoot her in the face. Will you listen? So Red murders her, cleans out her supply hut, and then takes off before anyone knows what's happened. Got away clean.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Until now. He and his men have been spotted up at Camp Pioneer.
You don't
She
gotta
told me
ask
to listen.
I got this thing about him.
About killing unarmed women. I know.
Scolded
so I knew
me.
you'd want to handle it.
Yeah, like I said, I got this covered. What else can you tell me about him?
Not much. Oh, wait. He chews tobacco. I heard he was such an addict that he rounds up cigarette butts, takes out the tobacco, and chews that.
Well, that's disgusting. So now I got 2 reasons to kill him.
Yeah, but be careful, Deke.
I feel like that Vampire Survivors game has become the new Binding of Isaac. There's so many games just like it. There's even this little ghost one, which is really cute. This guy, what's his name? Con Radical Games. He made this cute little ghost game. He was a little indie developer. And he got into bed with one of the publishers. And I don't know what happened. But the whole thing has just been completely napalmed. The relationship. I think he lost the rights to his own indie games. And it got so bad that he tried to sabotage the releases. And this is crazy. I can't wait to hear that story. So now he's had to release other games. And honestly, some of them, like I said, are just Vampire Survivor clones. You do see 10 or 12 of those, but I think he's done this to try and recapture. I think his game was called, I want to say Outbound. Yeah, Outbound Ghost. Really cute little ghost, like Casper thing. I think that one, sadly, I'll never know the true story about it. I think it was, to be honest, I think it was one of those beginner lessons where he didn't fucking, you know, cross his T's and dot his I's legally, and they swooped in and took advantage of him. I've seen that happen to indie developers. You wonder why they don't want to use publishers. I've seen this also happen with the Sinking City guys. Have you heard about that? The Sinking City game from Frogwares, I want to say. They're a Ukrainian dev, and they released the game and then fell out with the publisher. Publisher said, fuck you, hired another developer to port the game onto Steam. Original developer was like, please don't buy this game, but there was nothing they could do. And now that, although that little shooting star, that was cute. So it's not crazy. You hear these stories, and like, this is why I'll always try and support indie devs, because it's a minefield out there. I think this Conrad guy with the outward ghost, I want to say cowardly ghost. That's Courage the Cowardly Dog I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think he was fresh out of college, and you hate to say that because that will destroy a man's passion so fast. Is when you get fucked over by the system, you know. That'll destroy it more than your game not doing well sales wise, or a bad development cycle or something. That's so sad. I wanted to buy the game, especially the Outward Ghost, because it seems like my cup of tea. It's got kind of a Paper Mario vibe to it, but I don't know what to do with it, you know. I think he might have made up because they're retweeting each other's tweets now, so they might have kissed and made up. Kiss the boo boo. Yeah, he's got a game called Synth Beasts out, which looks like kind of like out, you know. And then Soul Stalker looks like Vampire Survivor. But see, here's the thing: Vampire Survivor did not really start that idea. This thing of a horde mode twin stick thing going on, you know. We had games like that, but way before. Like, I'd say the most notable, especially indie one, was like Nuclear Throne, right? It was even more before that, but that was a cracking game. But yeah, if you go on Steam or anywhere else, you will see I could literally fucking in the hundreds at this point, the amount of clones of Vampire Survivors. You're basically just like a little character with powers, and you know the horde closes in on you. You'll always be center of the screen, and you know the enemies can definitely go up in the hundreds and hundreds, which is kind of cool. And it definitely took the world by storm for a bit, but just like any big game, the clones happen, you know, because some people are good developers, but they don't have an original idea. So it's easier for them to clone something and push it like acid flips, and it's really, I think it's really shady, honestly. It's something I try not to support. I know I like my Souls-like, but I genuinely believe that something can birth the genre, and it can, you know, like the Souls-like genre, and it can become this cool thing, but people can build on it. It's a big difference to stealing the idea, changing the assets, but then releasing the same product, basically. I think there's a big difference there. Because, you know, even back in the day, things like card deck builders, you know, hack and slash, you name it, these have to start somewhere, right? But now they're synonymous as their own standalone genre, and you would never claim that another stole from another necessarily. You just be like, oh, this feels like this feels like that. There's one thing for sure: we have reached such a crazy saturation rate of games. I'd say there's well over 100 games, if not 1,000 games, that launch every day across all platforms. And it's only when you go on these kind of Steam new releases or these code websites or new release websites, you're like, how does anyone keep up with this? And they don't. You just don't. But if you talk to the average person, the average Steam user, right, their backlog will definitely be 3 digits at this point. You know, I'd say like low hundreds. Honestly, between the sales, the games that are given away, like I have over 60 games on Epic from the free games. I have not launched a single Epic game, and it's not for want of trying. I just don't have a good PC, but they're there for me when I do upgrade. I hope to upgrade soon enough. I'm a big stickler about buying stuff for myself. Like I said, I have an old phone, old tablet, old PC. The thing is, I like to get as much use out of my stuff as I can, but I also rather put my money into others, you know? Like I have a lot of outgoings, and I don't want another one of those to be something as selfish as a new piece of technology when the old one's already working. That's how I feel. It's not like I'm not cheap or anything like that. You know, if I'm actually up as half time, I'm a little bit too friendly giving away my money, but I don't mind. I actually much prefer giving gifts than receiving them. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Do you know Wonderwall? like Christmas, birthdays, just puts a smile on my face, surprising people. I think he knows Wonderwall. Go on. Oh, he's getting into it. Go on, Deacon. A bit slow to start there, but now he's doing it. Dude, you're gonna have fucking rush of cold blood to your head. Shit my pants on a Monday. Change my jackies on a Thursday. There's 2 days of brown hell in my pants. Did the Wonderwall joke ever get old? No, it should though, it should.
But they still are not the same as they were yesterday.
Go on. I'm always eternally fascinated with the gaming industry. I know it's got a lot of bad shit going in it, but just the whole process of it, it's still a relatively new medium. And it's just fucking cool, you know? Even there's just the stories behind it. I love it. I love reading, I love movies, but something about video games putting me front and center, in control, you know, I can't win. I always be attached to them. Kind of looks like I'm sitting down, I swear. It's more, you know, butt hovering. I'm afraid to sit down. Yeah, the Wonderwall joke is like an old YouTube thing. I don't fucking know. The good days, the 07 to 2012. Shit was goofy.
And I tell you how it goes when nobody really knows just who you are today.
I like these moments. Just eerily staring at the man playing guitar.
Go home, a place that I don't know, where I can waste away.
Do you think they add these to bring people on? Add these songs in? Or is it like an original song for the game? Who knows? Where would I put them? Yeah, exactly. I was thinking Imager, but it's all good, man. I don't want to force you to have to do anything. Hey, what's this?
Babe, I should have got him yesterday.
Well, Aldi is implementing a bag search policy. Damn. Is it people shoplifting or something? I do use Aldi and Lidl and all those. I don't care. There used to be a stigma about them, like say 5-10 years ago. People were like brand heavy and they're like, oh, you shop at Aldi. Oh, fuck. Nope, not anymore now. I meet them in the fucking aisle. I'm like, hello, huh? I remember you, you uppity prick. Now look at you. There's nothing wrong with these stores at all. Let's see. So what, I thought they were going to charge for bags or something. They already do that. That was to look in bags, see if they're empty. It must be got to do with shoplifting. It's hardly on the way in. I can understand that. People be shoplifting in the wild. Suspected of theft. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Are people really pissed about that? That's been going on since the fucking dawn of shops, you know? I think they're well within their right? If the security guard has suspicion of it, of course. He's not. Yeah, sure, like people, they got so good at they used to line these bags with tin foil in the inside, and it would not set off the sensors. Then they would go home and rip them off. And then they were doing that, and then they figured out that they would put special dyes inside of the fucking anti-theft things. It's kind of mad if you think about how all the anti-theft devices, it's like weird technology. It has obviously like a little thing of ink in it, and even how they remove it is just a simple little clip remover, but damn. Alright, I thought this was where we'd get captured by the Rippers. That might be enough for later on. Let's do another mission. God damn it. That guy just stopped playing guitar. I made him feel weird. It's okay. It wasn't my fault.
Hey, man.
Just looking around.
Probably draining a lot of gas riding the broken road. Need fuel?
Making my way downtown.
What can I get you?
Some Pope. What, she wants $2 grand for that? Top speed. No, I need fuel tank. No, I need to be level 2 for that. Bastard. I actually waited at the start.
Come back
so I could upgrade twice in one go. Or at least skip a level.
See you around.
I didn't even know there was a back way out of here. Damn, that's what she said. Look at that fucking skybox. God damn, some of the stars are almost bluish green, but it's kind of cool. And what else you do with this series? You'd have to pick a completely different place. Seeing as it's northwest, you could probably head down to California. But I suppose at this point, we're probably sick of zombie games in California. Between Dead Rising 3 and Dead Island 2 and a few others. I almost ran over that bitch. Sorry. Square Enix still have stuff to show. Sounds like Capcom with a few little things. So we still have Gamescom. This will be awesome. That's coming up next couple of weeks. Then TGS in September. Then Game Awards show in December. So it's nicely spread around. I like it.
There. Deacon St. John to Lost Lake Infirmary. Come back.
Deke.
Bruiser.
Hey. You okay? What's going on?
Boozer. Hey. Nothing. I got tired of listening to the Radio Free Oregon. It only takes so much of his truth or bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Deke, Addie told me how I'd be dead if it weren't for you. Getting the NI whatever the fuck's.
Boozer,
I vote we change the name to Anti whatever the fuck's.
Hey, Ricky, I'm a camp pioneer, and it is a goddamn war zone.
What's going on? Are any of our guys there?
No, I don't think so. Sounds like they're clearing freaks. Don't worry. I'll find this guy. Deacon out.
Yeah? Come on.
More bound.
Slipper, slipper. Whatever happened that day before? Oh my fucking god.
All right, Red. Where the hell are you?
A day before game.
Newts. Oh, wow, they're killing newts.
I love how he's able to just talk out loud like that.
Damn it. Kill him.
Oh jeez. There's a few jokes like that. It's becoming like fucking a bit too regular. Huh? Need to think of some new ones. Damn it.
Okay, what's this?
It's Pope. There's the tobacco.
Okay, yes, cigarette butts, yes.
Yeah. She takes all the half-smoked ones and takes the tobacco out. I suppose it wouldn't be that bad. I have seen some people who hard on times pick up half-smoked
prints.
Butts like, and smoke them.
Prints that some fancy cowboy boots would make.
What? Men coming!
Not the men! I'd be worried about the wolves. Get him, wolf.
Pull back.
I'm just gonna let the wolves do all the killing, man. It's kind of cool to have this happen. Who will die first, the wolf or her?
Damn it! Freaks!
Jesus, they're big wolves. I'm gonna follow the footprints here. I don't have to disturb them. Even the newts, yeah, that's what they call the kid zombies, newts. Oh, did he see me? God, look, they're covered in blood. Is he gonna eat the newt? Let's see. I think he's going after the newt. Das newt. Oh. How did they know where I am? How did they know where I am? It's almost like they're like really good noses or something. Nice. Neat. Dude, can you believe they're putting Alien into Dead by Daylight? I actually played that a little bit, but at the time I think it was like the PS4 version, and the lobbies were like 5-minute waits. Because I think it's another one of those games that suffers greatly from people just not wanting to be a certain class, you know. Out one ear, out the other. Like everyone's mom used to say. You don't listen to me. You shot that bullet out one ear and out the other. God damn it. I'll tell you what, Billy. And then there's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that's coming out. Fucking Jesus. That one could be interesting because it actually sports like 2 or 3 killers, I think. Because of the nature of that old Twisted family. They were all fucking cannibals. Everyone only remembers Leatherface, who was a twisted boy who would... It's like based on like a sort of true story where he would make a mask out of people's flesh. But yeah, strange fucking cannibals. I don't know. I think the age of the age of the asymmetrical horror games are starting to wane on us all. I just don't think they're doing anything fresh enough. But then, sad part is when they do something fresh, like I think the Evil Dead game was pretty fresh. People just didn't get it. Like it was still someone in control, you know, but it was closer to like a dungeon master rather than a straight up killer. I really enjoyed it. And then the phases was not just, oh, do this generator and get the fuck out. No, one phase was hunting down pieces of the Necronom. So it was like it was randomized. Then the next thing you had these creepy demons that you had to fight. So that was like a boss phase. Then obviously you have a boss phase of the killer coming after you. Then the last one was like almost tower defense or base defense, where you had to basically survive in this one area.
Yeah, this way.
I thought it was fucking awesome. It had vehicles that worked well, not like Friday the 13th. Who knew that it was wolves that was going to be the difficult? That was cool. We had basically like 3 kind of factions. I suppose 4, including me here, going against each other. You got the newts. Oh shit! Here comes reinforcements. They're cool. I think the best AI in the game might actually be the newts, because they wander around, right? They stay up on buildings, and they won't attack you unless you bother their little area. So they're kind of like little territorial kids. See, they don't really attack.
Wooden box.
Until you step in their area. Kind of cool. Kind of fucked up.
What's in here?
Where'd you go?
More boot prints.
It must be hard for a voice actor to do the little kind of weird talking in between. Looks like they split this guy in half.
I saw someone.
Got him. That was perfectly timed. Perfectly timed, like everyone else should be. Yeah, I'm going to try and get my hands on Starfield a bit early. Whatever way that works. Just might be better to get a hold. Because it seems like one of those chunky games.
Oh. You're gonna love this!
Uh-oh.
He just threw a bomb. He threw a bomb at all of our feet. Hello there. This is an LMG. You gobshites. You're gonna walk in front of an LMG? I see another one there, is it? Nice. This is why I held on to the LMG. God bless. Good night and good luck. Yeah, I have been playing a good bit of ESO, the Elder Scrolls Online, which is nice. I don't think I streamed it though. I don't even know if I could, but try. I don't know. I just it's a hard one just to find something. I'd like to find something that I could play with people. I think the only thing still around here is a newt. Actually, I'm not gonna kill the newts. No, that's a person. You good, bro? You dead, bro? There's only another difficulty above this one. It's called survival. And I didn't pick it because I thought it meant food and water. But it doesn't. It's basically grounded mode. But this being hard mode, it's not easy. Like, you know, I'm getting two-shotted. So I guess the difference will be you probably get one hit and you're dead. It's been nice to play this again. I didn't realize I missed it as much as I did. This will be only my second playthrough of it, so it's still pretty fresh, you know. There's still things I didn't catch before. I'm down for that. I know I like doing anniversary stuff, or replays can be a bit kind of pushing on nostalgia a bit. Like after GTA 4, I want to do GTA 5. That one will be interesting because I don't think many people have played the campaign of GTA 5, let alone finished it. I don't think it was well liked. I think people just went straight to the online. And even 10 years later, over maybe 6 or 7 different platforms, I don't think people give a shiny red fuck about the campaign of GTA 5. That's wild. On the cusp of GTA 6 coming out, I don't know. Like, I've played every GTA. I played the old school ones. That's how I started. The top-down ones where it was like micro machines driving them around. Super fun. And to see that it's the campaign that people don't care about, damn, that kind of saddens my soul a little bit.
Red? He's got to be here somewhere.
Who was that? Heard something.
You didn't hear nothing. Go back upstairs, Billy. I said Max. Right, so oh, that's what that is? Maybe I have one. Where is it? Oh, that's just a can. Oh, I thought it was a muffler. You got a muffler?
I know something's out here.
Sometimes we call ladies business mufflers.
Men coming!
Why did Sean say men? You one of those man-fearing women? You're like 2 months away from saying you're lesbian. There's men here, and it's just like me, one dude. How much have you had to drink if you're seeing more than one man? Fuck off! Dude, I can't believe it's fucking August already. I gotta get my shit together. It'll be the end of the fucking year, and I've missed out on stuff. Now is usually the time for the Irish and UK break as well. You know, you get the last week of July and the first week of August. But I already took my time out when I went off there for that bit earlier in the year, so I'm still kind of knocking around the office. But it is boring. It's more, if it was possible at all, it's even more boring right now because it's just me. You know, now is the time when it's mainly just inventory, fucking organization or organization. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on now, and it's like fucking taxes and shit. There's always something to do. It always cracks me up because the way the taxes are in America versus us, you know, and the VAT system versus they're just straight up lumped in tax system. Even when you want to buy stuff abroad, it's just fucking, it's a disaster. But yeah, like every now and a couple of years, our VAT will go up like 2%, you know, value added tax. And to most smaller consumers, it doesn't change at all. But for the big businesses, oh my god, it is rough. Rough. But usually they want you to keep your taxes for the last 5 years. That's always a good standpoint. But yeah, with me, I'm like, just for the business, I want to keep it for the life of it. At least when I started working there, you know. Because fuck that. Are they shooting at me, you think? Get him. Look, the newts are getting him. Get him, newts. Yeah.
Can't hide. They see me.
These are going to be tough old boys because they are wearing armor. Clipping me a bit there. That AI aim though, sheesh. Yes, I did. But yeah, there's a good few festivals going on right now in Ireland, which is good. Like, that's summer festivals. We have like Independence, which is a funny one for indie bands, you know. And there's the Flacciol, I said. There's Electric Picnic. Oh, damn, look at that aim. Look at that fucking AI. So a lot of good stuff. I just went to a gig about a week ago. And it's the first one I had done. I've been to in quite a while, even a couple of years, I'd say, maybe 3 years. And I missed it so much. I've been to like smaller stuff after the COVID lockdown shutdown. But it's mainly like... Where the fuck did you come from? Mainly pub gigs, you know. I see you running. But yeah, it's been really nice. Speaking of, like you were talking about, like being in the moment, which I love. That's actually something I noticed when I was at the gig. There was very little people with their phones out recording. I was super happy to see that. Now, obviously, it's Ireland, so that usually means it's because their hands are full with drinks, you know. But yeah, it was just nice because I had seen some heinous stuff. The other time, like even a couple of years ago, I had seen like, you know, a Billie Eilish concert or Beyonce or whatever. Like, I didn't go there. I was watching it online, and you couldn't see the people. It was just like disembodied hands holding a phone up. Like, no one was in the moment, you know, as you said. No one was there. They were watching it through their phone lens. At that point, I was like, why did you even come here to just watch it on a YouTube video or whatever? So yeah, it was kind of do. Alright, where's this guy? You don't even need to kill these people. You're really just looking for this punk ass bitch. So you had footprints up here. Then what? Did I lose it? Okay. Probably means this one here. Wonder why the door keeps closing. Is that me? It probably is me. Yeah, so that was super nice. It was a great concert. It's kind of funky. Not something I'd usually go to. I'm usually just good old fashioned rock and roll. Good old rock and roll. Maybe it's in here. I killed the people, but I didn't check around. I feel like it leads into this fridge. So once you miss one little piece.
Men coming.
What the fuck?
I'm hit. I'm hit.
Are they just respawning people? I don't hear anybody making any noise, and then you're dead. Now, where this guy's...
No, they can't. No, can't hide in here. They see me.
Huh? I think when those guys come in on the bike, it's just respawn everywhere. Where did this guy's footprints go? He's definitely over here. And what? I don't think he's shooting me.
More spit.
The last of them.
That was a nice kill. Right, so we came over here, he looked in a box. Then I lost the footprints, I think, because I'm stupid. Well, I'm fucking mid-combat as well, so... Where did it go? Is it up here, maybe? Fuck! I don't see no footprints anymore. The old... Witcher survival sense. What was the first game to use that? Was it Batman, you think? What was the first game to have a survival sense? I know I bring up The Witcher because of the investigation side of it, but it was well before that. Witcher 3 was But we had Witcher Sense in Witcher 2 as well. No, it was, no, see, Batman was like 08, 09. Was there any before Batman that had that kind of sense ability? I don't know. This is one of these where you just need to know where he is. Motherfucker. Mics and phones are shit. God, they are, yeah. Cameras are getting better. There's like 5 or 6 fucking cameras on the back of it. But yeah, the mics are pretty shit, you're right. Doesn't stop people from posting that stuff though. Yeah, a lot of it's like zooming in and you start to see the quality down. Damn, I keep coming back to this room. I know it's stupid, but I don't know why I keep doing it. Where are you, bastard? We tried up there. I feel like I broke this one. Let's try some of these over here.
I know these shacks. Huh?
What you doing out here, Drifter? You come all the way out here to die?
There he is.
I think that was him. Yep. Look at this motherfucker wearing cowboy boots. Hey, Nico. How is it so quiet up there and then 200 meters down here it's all out war? There's still a few bozos. What you see, old timer? You see God? I'm gonna make you see God. Did you pick up the fucking gun, did you? Better not have. It's telling me there's someone else here. Are you inside? I hear you.
Hey, what do you say, huh? Oh! I see you.
I say goodbye. Say hello. Piece of smoke in the air from the bullet. Yeah, I hate stuff. Yeah, live in the moment. Yeah, live in the moment. Yeah, exactly. They fucking do. They do fucking be like that. It's mostly the kids though. And it's because of the nature of the fucking clout and all that, you know? If they didn't have their Instagram accounts and their fucking Twitters and all this, and their YouTubes and their TikToks, they wouldn't have anywhere to post and they wouldn't have any need. I know it's nice to take the odd photo and the odd video for memory's sake, but like, go on there. Sure, even my biggest pet peeve about people going to the concert is when they're constantly going to get beer and that, you know, that kind of way. So like the main act will come on and people are still toing and froing, or because they need the bathroom or they're getting more beer, and I understand that, but you've kind of come all this way. Is it not now time to relax and watch it? Like, you'll have even people chatting away during the main event. And it's just, I don't know. Obviously everyone's doing their own thing. Maybe some people have come with their wives or girlfriends and it's not their thing, so they'll be kind of not that focused on it. But I don't know, there's tiny little bits of concert like etiquette that should be just part of common sense. I'm not like gonna tell people to shut up or whatever, but it's like,
Damn it, sniper ambush.
it couldn't hurt them just to have a bit of respect.
Gotcha, you son of a bitch. No more ambushing drifters for you, huh?
I just gotta make sure. How many bullets I put into that guy. See what I'm doing with the... I know it seems so ridiculous to jump off the bike when there's a sniper, but until I get the bike faster and more NOS and possibly more armor, it just fucking one-shots me and the bike at the same time. It's almost better just to hop off. Weird as hell, I know, but saved my life there. I go all the way around the lake for this one. Pretty nice though. I'd like to go up and visit Oregon. I think weather-wise, Seattle, Oregon, they're very close to Ireland, so the rain and overcastness and greyness wouldn't be that big a deal. But by God, like, we have a couple of little mountains here in Ireland, but they are nothing compared to any other country. Most of our mountains you can just walk up pretty casually. I want to see the Rockies in person, you know. Rockies and Mount... There's Mount Helen, there's Mount... What's the one up here? Mount Rainier, is that it? I want to say Mount Rainier is up in Oregon. I don't know for sure. Half of my geography knowledge, honestly, is from movies. Or fuck if I know. Fuck if I know, I'll be honest with you. Because we weren't really taught American history or American geography in school. It was all Irish. History seems to be very biased, depending on what country you're in, you know? Unless it's ancient history. I'm home. Did you make me some beans on toast? Oh, I hear you pretending to work there. Did you just crouch and fart there? What the hell was that? It's okay. We can queef together.
Hey, Ricky.
A couple of the queefs together, queefs together.
What a relief.
Hey, Pyro, what's up, dude? What's up, my guy? I only know about Oregon because of the Oregon Trail.
See you around, Ricky.
How's your day going, man? That was a bit of a crazy fucking time last night. You stuck with me till the end, though. I appreciate that. Even the mid was like, you guys got some persistence. I think that's what it's called. The mid was probably like, how the fuck are they still in this fight? Christ. I would have just said, peace. I should have done that too. I shouldn't have put you through that fire. Because it was nightmare mode. We just wanted a taste of it. But we were slogging it out, man. It's fucking in the trenches for sure. Dirty bastard. They definitely... You kind of get, I wouldn't say like artificial difficulty spike, but it definitely feels just a little bit, a couple of little things, like when they do like 300% damage, you know, it's like, oh,